Imagine money coming in for doing business with my kin. Remember days we used to sin like we was praying for a win. Now it's every penny in. I was a demon for them dollars. See this hustling in my skin. I said we perish from lack of knowledge, so I share it with my mens, and I can't stop until we get.
But yeah, man, that's all though, man. I plan on moving soon to a more spacious apartment. I need somewhere huge, bro. Like I need a big area, bro, where I can stream and I can get up and do my own little thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't got enough room to do what I want to do and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to have special guests and shit, but you know I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna be boxed in, like, and then it's hot as hell in this garage. So yeah, it's about time for me to go and get up out of there, man. Like. So I'm about to move in like the next 2 months. Should have a new space, new area. I've been contemplating if I want to move to Houston for real, because I heard like that's the Black Mecca, and like I want to try to be outside my comfort zone because everywhere I done lived, I always had a fallback. Like I could fall back on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like if time get bad, I can fall back on moms, my grandma, my uncle, somebody gonna be there to hold me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I think it was on one episode. This was before I even was regularly, which I would call it, companion host.
Yeah, co-host.
A regular host on the 3130 talk show, and they was talking about being comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. So I was like, that's probably what I need right now in my life right now, because I don't think I've never been uncomfortable in my life. I always have somebody I can fall on. So I really need to probably see how it feels to not have a lifeline. You feel me? Like I can easily just call somebody, they can send me something, but I really want to see if I can, how I would be able to handle myself in those type of situations. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm contemplating.
You want to be able to dig in. I understand.
I want to be able to lock in. Like, okay, if I don't get to the pay, it's over with. And be out on the street in a box or something. Man, I ain't listening to him, bro. I know.
No, I feel you,
though,
bro.
Listening to him, man.
I feel you. Ain't nothing like being out there on your own and knowing that my wins, my losses, whatever happens,
all on me.
It all depends on me. It ain't just your losses, though. Shit, your wins depend on you, too. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great feeling. Even when you do lose, thank you, God. I appreciate that lesson. I'm taking it to the next one.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to be, man.
Yeah, and if you looking at Houston, man, you go down there dressed like that, you're going to be just fine, bro. You're going to fit right in with the African scammers, dog. They all out there.
And I got on sandals, too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got sandals, man. You know?
Stocks.
So we already, you know what I'm saying? We halfway there. I just got to get their voice. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. I want you to be my queen. Will you
please? You already look like it.
I am calling today to talk about the medical benefit.
Yeah, I really like an African booty scratcher, man.
See, why you had to go there? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's racist.
Why you had to go there?
That's colorist, bro. That's
colorist as hell.
Y'all know DZ like light skinned, man.
Yeah, man. You got a thing for them light skins, bro.
That's crazy.
He was in the house back when my people was out in the field. He was in the house.
Come on, man.
I was kind of in the garage.
Cap.
Lady had garages back then.
They pulled them out for special guests to sing and shit.
Yeah, they pulled me from the basement. I was upstairs practicing all night.
Entertainment.
Ain't no way, man. So,
boy, you better get to practicing.
So we all know who was in that. I ain't gonna lie, Mark. You was in the house too. You light skinned gang. You was in the house too.
Hey, NATO was too.
Nah.
Yeah, him and P was in the house. Him and P was in the house.
I was breaking niggas out. I was over here your tough.
I'm scheming, you hear me? I'm scheming.
Man, speaking of breaking people out, bro, we need to go there break out these data centers, bro. We was talking about it on our pre-show, and my boy MA, he's the one that's more plugged into it, so I'm gonna pass it down to him, man, so he can tell us where we in.
But I go kick it off on me like that though.
Right, but man.
So yeah, bro, controversial, right? I'm gonna be a little controversial on this just because of the topic, though. So the data centers was going on, a bunch of them coming to these small towns, using all the resources or whatever. It's a lot of speculation on what's to be for the citizens. Um, or their water bill is gonna be higher, the electricity bill is gonna be higher, and whatever else it may be. Now, the catch on this is these data centers, majority of them are doing somewhere between 10 to 20-year agreements or contracts with these either counties or the local municipals. But the problem is like what happens after those contracts up, or the data centers just like pretty much piecing out, or the citizens just gonna get stuck with the bills if they keep running and all that stuff after the 10, 15, 20-year contracts. That is a real consideration. However, you got to look at what it's going to do for the economy and resources and the additional things that come with having a major player in your town. I'm quite sure it's going to be some additional developments around those data centers. You know, people got to work, people got to eat, people got to do all other kind of stuff. Well, with people that people gonna spend some money.
That's kind of
And
where
if
I've
you
been at with it,
develop your
man.
town the right way, you feel me? You develop your town the right way, the money always gonna come back to the community. But if you don't do nothing and they gotta go a city or a county or two over, you losing all your money for your town. But the other part of that as well is I think a lot of the speculation is just the fact it's coming from it's something new. It's something new to all of us. No, neither of us have ever seen a data center. You feel me? Back in the day, it was the same speculation around oil and gas. And oil and gas did have a lot of environmental impact and even impact that leaked over to kids because you had contaminated groundwater. Although I don't agree with, well, I don't understand why these data centers need the fresh consumable water that citizens will that we use. I don't understand that part,
Because
but
they
I haven't looked
reptiles,
into the. Yeah, I don't, see, the thing is, reptiles live in dirty
reptilians.
water. They live in dirty, muddy water. Crocodiles, alligators, snakes,
Swamps.
all that. They're always in some dirty, muddy, nasty. But I think it might be one of those little contamination parts for a data center. You got all these components going on, a little grain of sand or silt or whatever, get into some of the components and may short them out. But same time too, hey, people that's looking, you're trying to figure out what to do. This is a perfect time to go into trades. They're gonna need plumbers. They're gonna need electricians. They're gonna need HVAC techs. That's a part of keeping that business entity running. So I don't know. It's opportunity and it's also speculation. So hey, do what's best for you and your future because it's
Hey, it's
gonna
been a
happen anyway.
whole lot of speculation, especially here in Vicksburg, bro. About 2 weeks back, they had a protest against the data centers. Folks got outside with their white picket signs and all this crap saying we don't want the data centers in our city. And I understand it, but at the same time, I'm a side of capitalist, and it's okay. It is what it is. Shit, we here to make money at the end of the day in America. That's the kind of system we've been put into. So I can understand the data centers coming here and the potential benefits that it brings the city. When I think about Vicksburg, bro, we got so many just like dormant buildings just standing up, and people ain't. Now there's a lot of politics that go into getting some of these buildings, but at the same time, hey, you don't need a big old crazy building. You just need somewhere to run a business out of. So I think about folks that could do like you said, the HVAC, just like general consulting, all those things that go into building and maintaining the data center. And then also the stuff, like you said, the stuff around it. You're gonna need people with Airbnbs so that people got somewhere to live. You're gonna need restaurants. You're gonna need more gym infrastructure because people want to come here and work out all kinds of stuff. And so like I try to look at the opportunity side of things, bro. We can't stop the future from happening, but we can be a part of what the developments look like. And then I do agree with the contamination and how that's all gonna impact us, bro. I was looking at an article probably maybe 2 or 3 months back, and down in Macomb, Mississippi, bro, they did a test of like not nuclear bombs, but some kind of bombs. Like they dropped them in the ground in Macomb, and all of that contamination as a part of it leaked into the groundwater, the well water out there. And a lot of our folks in that area, they use wells. They pulling their water from the ground directly. And that stuff's still in the ground today, bro. And so it's like we've been dealing with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? If there's an opportunity for these multi-million, maybe even $1 billion businesses to come into a smaller town and just bring some energy to that town, bring a new breath of fresh air, I'm all for it. I do understand the downfalls of it too, but I try to look at the positive sides of things, man, and hopefully this can be like the kind of revitalization that we need. The way they've been kind of touting it is they calling it the digital delta out here in Mississippi. Like they saying that we're gonna be able to bring these data centers here. It's gonna be a new business model for us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the agricultural stuff is still there, but it ain't popping like it used to be. We all know our history in Mississippi. We had a lot of cotton going on, and people they using synthetic materials and stuff to build clothes and stuff now. Cotton is more expensive now because of that, but at the same time, it's like we got to find another way to bring money here. So hopefully we can benefit from it. We got to have more Black people get involved. They had an AWS data center meeting a couple of months back. I went there, heard them out, see what they was talking about, kind of politic with some of the local businesses. I ain't talked to anybody from AWS, but it's just opportunity out there, bro. And I ain't see enough young Black people there to try to capitalize on it. Yeah, this shit gonna be hard, but it's struggling hard too. And we done already seen what struggle like. So shit, let's try to get on the other side of it. So I know people don't like that. People don't like that stance. They don't like things that are new. Nobody likes change. Change is hard. Change is rough. But at the end of the day, you got to roll with the punches. You get rolled over. And I worked in a data center before. My last job out there in Dallas, they had their own little local data center to that space. And I didn't see any bad things from it, but of course I'm not on the infrastructure side of things. I'm not dealing with the actual runoff water and the energy consumption that they taking up for the city of Dallas and all this other stuff. But this data centers all over the place, bro. They might not be big data centers like the ones we got in Madison and the one they building over here in Vicksburg and the one they got across the bridge in Louisiana. But it's data centers all over, bro. That's just the way of the future. And like I say, you get a piece of it or you get left behind. And hopefully this sets us up to be on the front lines of this as we go into the future. Not a negative way, but in a positive way.
Yeah, and then like to double down on your point as well, right? You said the bombing and all that stuff happened underground in Macomb, right? Would any of us think twice about drinking Kentwood water?
Them the kinds I go for. If it say spring water, that's what I want. I'd be scared of the purified drinking water.
Kentwood is 20 minutes away from Macomb.
Yep.
That's what the natural aquifers are. So if anything was contaminated, we've been drinking it.
Been drinking it. And all the plastic and stuff in our water, and man, it's like it's always gonna be something to complain about, bro. We gotta find the positives and make that money while we're here. Because we all gonna go at one point. So
you got something to say you on Jeezy?
No,
on the data center?
No,
now Marcus, on that freshwater I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie The Faculty, but they were drinking all that water because them space bugs need.
What happened in the movie?
Now that's crazy.
You know, seen The Faculty?
It was a bad movie. Like it came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s. Was that Ashton Kutcher? He looked like Ashton Kutcher.
Nah,
it was the dude that played in Scream, the white boy that played in Scream.
Okay,
I think he played in Scream. But anyway, it's like a space bug came down, bruh, and the only way it could like live, it had to have a host. So like they was taking over, this one school. It's like a high school. They was taking over all the teachers and shit, you know what I'm saying, whoop to whoop. And the only way for them to live was they had to have water, fresh cool water. So I don't know. That's probably where the freshwater resources is needed. They got to keep these space bugs cool, bro. They got to keep them under a certain temperature, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a interstellar parasite. So it was this little thing. It attached to you. It take over, the whole little parasite thing. Go on
definitely
from
a
there.
good movie. Definitely
Go to another use to spread. But yeah.
So you get a chance, bro. Y'all go check out that movie, bro. It's probably on Tubi. 9 times out of 10, it's on Tubi. I don't know if y'all mess with Tubi.
I love
Faculty.
I love Tubi. Tubi is the best streaming site in the world, bro.
You
You
feel me?
feel me?
Black power.
You feel me? Love to me.
Hey,
You know
I
what I'm
speaking
like
of power.
saying?
Netflix.
Speaking of power,
What you
man.
like? You like Netflix?
He said you like Netflix, man.
I mean, I do too. But you know what I'm saying? You can't beat free movies.
Keep
You
on.
can't beat
Keep on
free good
agreeing.
movies. You know what I'm saying?
Keep on agreeing.
Focus, my brother.
Yeah,
Nah,
you got to stay focused. Hey, real quick, we was talking about power, bro. Power, black power, of course, but power to the people. There was a recent ruling by it was the Texas High Courts. I won't say the Supreme Court, but it's one of the top courts in Texas. And they found that the NFA rulings over suppressors, short barrel rifles, they found them unconstitutional. Now, last year, of course, everybody hate Trump, whatever. Bro, when I tell y'all, smiling ear to ear when I seen that, bro, ear to ear, bro. Of course, everybody hate Trump, but last year he did his big, beautiful bill. And in that, he removed the $200 tax that you have to pay whenever you go file a short barrel rifle. All right, so a short barrel rifle is anything that has it's like a length under 20 some inches. Like you got a short barrel on it, but it's still kind of like an assault rifle style weapon. And the difference is, and this is what I had to learn, bro, the difference between a short barrel rifle and just an ARP
Long barrel.
is a fucking, you got either a brace on it or you got like an actual pistol grip. And so I can't put that out there. I might incriminate myself. But those rifles are easy to configure from one to another. You can have an ARP, just an assault rifle pistol, or you can have a short barrel rifle, depending on some of the minor configurations that you can make to it. A little $20 piece can turn your ARP into a felony, and you go to jail for that shit for many years. A little $20 piece. This ain't no switch. This ain't nothing else. It's just a way that you can hold your weapon. Now, the big beautiful bill, it removed the $200 tax on it. Previously, if you was to get one of them, you got to register it with the government. They got to know about it. You got to talk to your local police department and make sure that, hey, I got this gun. This is the area I'm in. Do y'all have any concern with me having it? They did away with the tax on it. Cool. But now the court in Texas, they was like, well, if they done away with the tax and there's no reason people have to go through all this paperwork, go talk to all these local police departments and all this other stuff. And so the high courts in Texas, they found it unconstitutional. And so now the next steps are going to be for it to go to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court upholds that decision, then we're going to see sweeping changes to gun regulations and all the shit that come along with it. So basically, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have more news on if you can go out and just go buy you a suppressor, pop that on your gun, and live your life like a proud American. Power to the 2A community, man, and power to everybody out there that's protecting themselves the right way. I ain't saying go out there and get an unregistered weapon. No, you're gonna register with the people that you're supposed to register with, like you always do when you purchase a firearm. But after that, whatever you do with the gun, it's your gun, man. And I'm happy, bro.
I got a couple orders on the way. You hear me?
Man, come on, you feel me? I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm talking about a little pistol, a little rifle. I'm trying to put the motherfucking silencers on it. I be
Look
seeing
at
the
them little
silencers, bro, and I've
hoodlums,
always wanted
Deezy.
one, man.
You hear them, Deezy? Look at them. They so
Hey,
I
happy.
know, man. They so excited about shooting people.
We are proud Americans, and we want to hold up our constitutional rights. This is our right to bear arms. It ain't never say that you can't have a silencer on it. They was doing that just to get more information out of people. Hey, the white folks gonna be happy about this. This ain't just about the hood, man. This is everybody. Hey, look, y'all the ones that are protected. Y'all need to go get y'all some blicks. You feel me?
Yeah, I like being unprotected better because it's just something about the feeling of it when you get in it, and it just be like,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels good to get shot. You know how? Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, bro. So what Russia planning? What's this NATO test, bro? Because y'all really be like, y'all my ear when it comes to like politics and stuff.
So check this. Like, if it's true, it's only speculation right now, right? Mm-hmm. But if it's true, I actually love this as a strategy, which is insane, but it is what it is. When you look into war tactics and war strategy, it's up there. So Russia is pretty much planning to test the actual loyalty of NATO, right? So if you know NATO, it's pretty much it's all your homies, right? All of us got this agreement. You rock out with one, all of us rocking out with you. It's just on site. It is what it is. Cross that line, we on your ass, right? But yeah, we ain't worry about that. But essentially, that's why the U.S. and Israel has been doing this thing with Iran together, right? But here's the other part. Out of all of NATO, the U.S. is pretty much the big dog out of them. The rest of them is almost like territories or whatever. It's, you bluffing pretty much. It's like,
So
all
we the
right,
OGs.
we the big dogs up here, but them my little homies. You know the little homies. You might allow one or two to get robbed. You feel me? And they'll be out. Or at the same time, you might die. You might die behind them just because they the little homies. And what Russia pretty much saying is, you know what? We gonna see about that. Because if y'all really about that, we about to see and your people gonna see. So y'all got agreements with them. We about to come slide on y'all. We about to see if they gonna let us or if they gonna do something behind it. And also the other part, the other part of this, right, is you got to think about actual resources. War is expensive as hell. You're using all these different type of explosive, these different rounds, all kind of types of surveillance tech, and all this crazy stuff. It's expensive as hell. It's a lot of resources. It's a lot of logistics, and then and a lot of people got to get paid from it, right? So if you think the U.S. already tied up with Israel and Iran, Russia go over here mess around with Poland or whatever. Who really care about Poland? Like, and that's what they trying to see. That's what Russia pretty much trying to see. And I really just think it's a shot at NATO to test out their loyalty. And if it really comes out that NATO pretty much ain't worried about the little folks, that's gonna flip everything. That's gonna flip the global economy.
That's gonna be interesting to see, bro. All right, so educate me. How does Russia do this while they still fighting the war against Ukraine? Exactly. And they not necessarily winning that war, but they tied up into this.
Because they're picking too many fights.
It ain't even a win; it's to make a point.
We'll go to war with you. My bad.
That's basically what
What it sounds like.
Yeah, that's basically what they saying, bro.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
It's just to make a point. You ain't even fighting to win. You fighting to get your point across with it. So, like I said, I'm really stress testing the system to see what really happened. We gonna find out the truth.
We know the truth. Oh, this is just like Crips and Bloods. Y'all know I love that shit. Yeah, y'all know I love it. Just a little tribalism.
Hey, yeah, bro. I love that as a strategy. I love that as a war strategy, though. And
y'all think they're gonna bring back the draft?
To do it.
No, for shit show. Definitely take some.
Yeah. I feel like they should, but the ages. Well, I ain't gonna say the age. It should be a requirement. It should be like in jail. No offense to all my bros in jail or my females in jail. No offense to y'all, but y'all should be the first step to go. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all could stay in the military, however long your service is. If you got life, hey, guess what, buddy? All you can bear for the rest of your life.
Hey, man, but how can you? Yeah, what I'm finna say. You get the presidents to lock in on some squad. Like they acting like they ain't gonna do right. Shit. Yeah.
They doing it on the streets. They crashing out on the streets. Hey, you want to crash out? Hey, here you go. I will help you crash out and better yourself.
You get a whole
go crazy.
A battlefield. You get a battlefield to crash out. Just watch where you step, though.
And I'm gonna teach you how to do it.
I done thought about.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it the right way.
That's what I'm saying.
I done thought about it, bro. If you do take people, all right, let's say you got a 30-year prison sentence. All right, you gonna make them do a 5-year deployment. Wherever the conflict at. In my mind, over that 5 years, you're gonna go through basic training. Basic training, the same way that you go into prison and prison break you down and build you up into a worser criminal. Like prison ain't there to remediate folks. We already know that. The Army's gonna break you down and build you up into somebody that actually, for better or worse, you gonna love your country when you leave that. You might talk like, oh, the Army, all this stuff, but that's been drilled into your mind that I'm an American. I'm over here fighting for America. I'll live and die by this shit. And I honestly think after 5 years of like real combat, you out there seeing as worse as it can be. Not the streets. The streets is still confined to our way of life, bro. You go over there to Kuwait. You go over there to fucking Iran.
People get blown up.
Man, you see him. Not even just the war side of things. You see how over there living, bro. You see him in these underdeveloped societies. Yeah, all kinds of shit, bro. And it's like, I really had it good over there. I honestly think, bro, a 5-year stint in the Army could help remediate, re-socialize, bring people back to the American quote unquote way of life better than a 30-year prison sentence. So I wouldn't be mad if they did that, bro. Send them over there, let them fight for their country, let them quote unquote redeem themselves a little bit, and then bring them home. Let them reintegrate.
Mm-hmm.
My
But you
only
always keep that
concern
in
with
their
that
neck.
is
For real.
it gotta be some safeguards because I'm with you on that. You do 5, maybe even 8 years or something. In the military, you do your thing, but I still think after that stint, there needs to be some type of enhanced probation per se.
I'm
Because
with you.
here's the thing: this has happened before, where we've had gang members and cartel members and all this stuff be in the military, and then they come home and they teach all this stuff to the streets,
Sharpening
and
your
it just get
sharpening
worse.
skills.
You feel me? But that's just why I said it just needs to be a little enhanced. Like you still got to do
Supervision.
some check-ins and all this stuff. Like it's gonna be like supervised release for a period of time. But hey, if you out here, you a repeat violent offender. You are out here fighting 2, 3, 4 bodies and whoop whoop. Yeah, matter of fact, go ahead. You go and do all this. I think the trauma part I think that actually excel more than somebody just signing up for the military because they pay for college because
Mm-hmm.
they've already essentially lived in
The worst of the worst.
a certain type of trauma. You feel me? You probably done already seen some people and did something to some people and they ain't here no more. You feel me? And I think that's one of the hardest things about war is you ain't never put nothing down and you finally got to do it. It might do something to you.
His head exploded. Type. Hey, but look, I'm
Keep
not upset at
their
the
ass
spook that
over
sat by
there.
the door though. I'm not upset at the spook that sat by the door. Go argue with shit, bring it back to the hood, but you got to do it within the right ways, bro. If you gonna go out there, learn how to shoot, learn how to defend yourself, learn how to survive in the worst conditions, and you want to bring it back home, I
You
think
gotta
you
learn
also
some
got to
Black
teach the
Panther shit.
people. Yeah, you also got to teach the people um, what all this shit means. Like teach them within context. Yo, I done seen living with the worst conditions. Blah blah blah. We got it good over here. So I'm teaching you this to defend yourself, not to go out there and harm nobody. It's like a karate practitioner, bro. They teach you you don't learn
Mm-hmm.
karate to go outside and kick ass. You learn karate to defend yourself. I think we got to have that same mindset.
Mhm.
But if they had
And
that
then
mindset, they
also,
wouldn't do the
like,
crime in
we
the
can
first place.
take it outside the hood, right? So think about this: the biker gangs, right? The Hell's Angels and Mongols. Those were actually founded by veterans.
Mm,
You feel me? So and those are the ones that's known to be the most violent, the most gruesome, the most. You feel me?
yep.
And it makes sense when you look at the history of it.
Sounds
So
anarchy type shit.
it's a up and downside. Like then here go the other part as well. You really do learn logistics in the military. Our military is so effective because you're able to deploy and set up within like less than a week and maybe 48 hours or something. And in order to deploy military, your camp is a small city. You got to have plumbing, electricity, food, all this stuff. You learn real supply chain logistics. So if you learn all that and your mind still, you feel me? Like, hey, BMF was a thing because of the logistics of it.
Yep.
It wasn't a regular little street here, there, and not. No, it was a real. They ran it like a logistic company. They had it down to the weight on the scales when they had to drive the trucks across the scales. You feel me? So I don't know. It's up and down, but I don't know. I like the idea of sending people who are already ready to crash out on these little missions instead of you know
Civilian.
our regular law-abiding civilian citizens that's just doing this for a good purpose, going out there and risking their life. You got people that's willing to go out there and crash and risk their life anyway.
Let that head go.
AMA in
Let
a
that head go.
universe far, far away in another lifetime. You and I was Big Beach and Terry.
Hey,
In
you
this
feel
this shit
me?
universe. That's why I say
You feel me?
that screenshot you sent us of all us had the chain on, the 3130 chain
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man, it may look just like a real life dope boy, like kingpin. I was just like, man, Look too clean on that
Hey,
bit.
hey,
I see the
look.
clean that went on that bit.
Hey, his glasses not real glasses. Let do with that information what you may. them is blue
man.
light reading glasses, so they can get on work meetings and be like, "Yeah, I'm
Doesn't
good. Don't worry about
cover
me." No.
I'm an upstanding citizen of the community. You feel me? I pay my taxes. I give back, and I do
man.
community service. You hear me?
Oh, he already got the line down.
Ooh, can't arrest
Yeah.
him. Man, y'all boys speaking on weight and crashing out, man. What's up with Rick Ross and 50 Cent, bro? When they beef gonna stop, bro? They been beefing, man.
Hey, man.
You still bring that in, wait and crashing out. I dig it.
I don't know, man. I really believe at this point their whole beef is like it's like a brotherhood, like a weird brotherhood.
Like a best friend.
It's like, it's like even with Ja Rule and 50. Like at this point, I feel like people that got beef with 50, I feel like they see him in person. They probably see each other in person and they don't even say nothing. They probably laugh at each other and just keep walking. Cause at this point, it's just I don't know, man. Rick Ross, I heard Rick Ross had one. I heard he had a fire album. That's what I heard. And I heard the streets been talking about it. People coming. They thought Rick Ross had a fire album.
Oh, that Ross dropped?
You know, yeah, he dropped
Song.
Set in Stone. Yeah, Set in Stone. The album he dropped in like July 11th, maybe. He dropped it like early in July. But yeah, man, it's kind of weird because, like I said, he had a fire album. And, you know, people so stuck on these streams and stuff nowadays. You got to think about it. Rick Ross didn't come up in the streaming era. And then also with the young kids and stuff, you can't expect Rick Ross to. It's not no excuse, but you can't expect Rick Ross to do 75,000 streams. That's just my honest opinion. You know, not in the first week. But I mean, like I said, it's just crazy how people are so focused on streams to kind of like criticize somebody's artistry. 50 Cent, he just got this thing where when he see you like you didn't succeed in a certain area, he get on your ass about it. I mean, it's just crazy to me, man, because it's like 50 Cent. I never heard nobody. What's that drink he got? First of all, I heard 50 don't even drink, but it's like that liquor he got. I never heard anybody say, "Hey, I wouldn't have bought that new bottle." Yeah, I never heard nobody say I bought that bottle of 50 cents. So, like I ain't never heard of that. Like it's just certain things. It's like people be nitpicking on what they want to go out. Rick Ross got Wingstop. Now I ain't gonna lie, Wingstop is the nastiest wings in my opinion. But then hey, that's just my opinion. But at the same time, I mean, it's a rich franchise. It's a rich franchise. Like it's keep growing. I do not like Wingstop, man. Them wings be tough. The only thing I like from Wingstop is they ranch and they blue cheese. No,
you gotta get your wings fried hard. Yeah, you probably just let them.
Yeah, I need to get
dump
it hard.
them one time, man. Man, let them just let them.
I need to get it fried hard. You right?
Let's get it fried hard.
Check this out though. Like out of all the franchises that Shaq is a huge owner in, right? How many of them can you say is on the upper echelon side? He stays within a real good medium of consistent customer flow, right? That's just a part of being a businessman and building your portfolio, if I'm being honest. So, like, when it comes to the products or whatever that you're partnering or selling, I mean, it is what it is. It's for select groups of people. That's how products are marketed. It's only marketed to certain people a certain way. So, as far as people asking about such and such and such vodka versus wings, it's like a moot point because they still making money off it whether you like it or don't.
Rick Ross really can't compete with 50 because 50 had vitamin water and he sold that.
I got one question though. I got one question about Rick Ross. Did Khaled have anything to do with his album?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Now I will say that he had let's say he had 20 tracks on that. He had 20 features.
Yeah.
Every song had a feature on it, but it was hard though. It was hard. The features was well placed. He was rapping his ass off. It was a great album. No bull.
Yeah,
Rick Ross need to cut Khaled off.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Why you feel like that?
I'm gonna say this because I bet the main thing why Ross album ain't selling the promo and all that stuff went out there is because he jumped in that water behind him. He went after the boy. You feel me? And a couple more people behind Khaled. And Khaled had already been called out for, disloyalty here and there. He always has some people diving up behind him and taking up his slack. But when it's time to come to it, he don't put nothing for it.
Yeah, Khaled,
Man, that's true.
Switzerland. I'm staying neutral in every
Nah,
conflict.
I just think
He
it's
not
just
like
weird.
us.
Yeah, I just think
Yes,
it's weird
man.
that 50 still finds like because it's just like at the end of the day, Diddy ain't no Diddy. I just bring Diddy. Diddy wasn't no great musician for sure. Because I didn't listen to the last Love album that he dropped before he went in. I didn't listen to that. But at the same time, that nigga had Ciroc before he crashed out on Ciroc, and it's like when nobody. It's like when you making good business. It's like when you doing and when you succeeding in certain areas. Don't want to talk about that, but when they see you fail in a certain area, 50 gonna remember to bring up that. So that's just what I don't fuck with that when it comes to to the whole Rick Ross situation. Also, I'm starting to realize I watch and me I'm new to this. So like Power, all these shows that 50 got, Raising Kanan and all that. I'm gonna be honest, I've never sat down and watched it. Yesterday, last night, I had sat down for the first time and actually like flipped through like some of the episodes.
Of which
Bro,
one?
50 is just like of Raising Kanan.
Okay.
50 is. I feel like that's who 50 really tries to portray for real, or that's the character. The character is portraying 50. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I
that's the
feel
writer.
like that's 50. Yeah, I feel like that's who 50 think he is.
Kanan's supposed to be 50 Cent. So if you, I didn't watch Power all the way through. I watched like the first 2 seasons, then I watched like the last 3 of them. 50 Cent was in the Power universe as himself, and his name was Kanan there. And so he was trying to, I guess, kind of integrate his story into the actual whole story of Power. And the Raising Kanan was supposed to be the pre-story of it. So I guess he tried to take some stuff from his childhood and put it in there.
And it's getting there because have y'all watched the new episode? Or do y'all even care if I give it a spoiler?
Spoiler?
Yeah, give it a spoiler.
Coffee, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead.
They just introduced the younger versions of Ghost and Tommy to Kanan.
Oh,
They just did it on the new episode. So
okay.
That's crazy, man.
I like Tommy, man.
Somebody says, I think
and Breeze is already in there as a character too. You know, Breeze was the one that all of them knew, and all that stuff. So Breeze has already been kind of solidified as a character in the Power universe, and that they brought Breeze and Kanan together, kind of built on their relationship, how they came together, how they worked together, and then they just introduced Ghost and Tommy. Like just introduced him. It was a little cameo, but I've been waiting on that this whole time.
Yeah, tie everything together.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I would say also about this 50 because I mean I ain't wanted to make it about 50, but I say man, I saw it was the episode I guess he Uncle Marvin. Y'all don't know if y'all know who Uncle Marvin, but he killed his own uncle.
I hope for that.
Yeah, he killed his own uncle, and before he killed his uncle, told him, "You're gonna die alone because you ain't gonna have nobody to miss. Like you're not gonna have anybody." And it's like when I look at the man's life now, I mean, I'm on the outside looking in, but 50, I hope you find happiness, bro. I hope you find some happiness. I hope you find you a nice wife that you actually want to stay with. I know Daphne did you dirty, or you felt like she did you dirty, or whatever, because she was out there screwing Diddy. I mean, bro, like, I hope he find real happiness because this is like the way he moves and he don't care and he says whatever he feels, which is nothing wrong. It's just the way that it's like, what's your intention behind it? It's like you want to put on that you're this bad guy, you the boogeyman, and it's like I don't know. For some reason, I feel like 50 a nice ass guy, man. Whenever you dealt with a girl like Chelsea Hitler, the little comedian white chick, I feel like when you dealt with somebody like that, turning around different other people, I understand this all comes behind money too, because he's about generating money. Still, though, man, I feel like 50 is a nice big teddy bear, bro. And
I rock with 50 because, like, here's the thing I see about that. I can either be your best friend or I can be your worst enemy, and it's your choice. And that's just how I feel about it. Like, I got all good intentions, but you come at me the wrong way, it's game time forever. And I know we ain't supposed to hold grudges and all that, but yeah, bro, you come at me completely wrong and sideways one time. Like, yeah. It's
I believe.
I'm with you.
Forever,
Question:
ever,
Do you,
forever, ever.
question when 50 went at Ti? Do y'all think that was because? Do y'all think 50 only went at Ti the way he did because of his association with Ross?
No,
I think 50 just he
honestly,
was
I
just
think
bumping
it was free
anybody.
plug. Matter of fact, he didn't even go at Ti. Like he put a couple of posts up and all that. Your boy Ti and dropped the whole album, dissed him in the song, had a whole family affair of disses towards 50, and 50 never responded to any of those. Like
But that's
50,
crazy
50
though,
talk
right?
shit, 50 talk shit and get under people's skin.
But
And I
don't you think
think
that's
that the
crazy?
other part of that, like, it's fun. Like once you in that space and get comfortable being a villain, bro, you throw little shit out there and it's little to you, but just to see how they gonna react. And if they lose they and go crazy, I won. It's hilarious. I created my own entertainment.
Well, I think it's crazy because when Ross did that, I
But
ain't gonna
I'm a
lie,
winner.
Ross album, it went down like on the strings, and like I said, he said something about it. But when Ti dropped his album, I mean, I ain't gonna say Ti had the biggest sales, but at the same time, he didn't say nothing about Ti after he dropped. And like you said, after Ti done dropped all these different disses and different songs, he has not responded at all. And it also makes me wonder, do this brother really got some up his sleeve? Because I don't think he just letting that stuff die like that. 50 always come back around the block to antagonize folks, and that's why I feel like even with that tip stuff, like man, he gonna end up probably dropping that documentary for real if he get the right people on campaign.
But I think the other part, right, is we talking about current 50. Like
Mm-hmm.
past 50 that we grew up listening to and seeing, I think that one would have took it far. I always had some up his sleeve, right? I think this one don't give a about that. Like I think he really just trolling. It creates entertainment. He got way too much going on. He would have responded or done something by now. He would have done it unless it's something that come on the back end of a business deal, right? Like he
Mm-hmm.
pull a Jim Jones and them like, oh yeah, I cut y'all lights off. You feel me? Pay y'all rent, pay y'all lease. That type of little deal, like the stuff that really hit the little popular shade room stuff or whatever. I don't even think that's his field. If he were to retaliate in that way, he'll get you where it matter, where it hurt, and then have you looking crazy.
But the only thing I wish 50 Cent would do is, and I get that he's a public figure, I just wish he wouldn't be so like public with his stuff. Cause I'm all for being a villain. I could appreciate that. I'm all for being a little petty, holding grudges and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like when you do so much in public, bro, I feel like it can lower your own personal stock. Even if for the short term moment you might see a little boost in your numbers and all this stuff, I think at the end of the day, like people start looking at you a little different. And I don't know if 50 care about that. You probably don't. But in my mind, it's like sometimes public perception is worth more than the couple 100,000 you may get from doing a little back and forth with it.
I mean, not when you put money in folks' pockets. People forget real fast when you put money in their pockets,
That's a fact.
especially if it ain't got nothing to do with them at the end of the day, too.
That's a fact.
Question: When was the last time 50 ever went at a white guy?
Don't know why people fuck with him.
No, 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 no. He went that dude from Stars.
That was the dude on
Oh,
his. That was the dude. That's on his network. That was at the network, right?
I'm sorry, Fofty. Yeah, that dude. He went at him. The other thing, he been going back and forth with the Shreveport mayor or something as
Oh
well.
yeah, I haven't seen
Like
that.
he don't
Yeah, because of that.
he
Yeah,
don't hey, everybody get it. Everybody get it. It's just the fact that, like, okay, think about this. What's a famous white person in the entertainment industry, particularly music, that you can think of right now? What, Jack
Justin
Harlow?
Justin Timberlake.
I was gonna say Eminem.
Nah, Fifth and M2 locked in.
Lucian
Justin
Grange.
Just
Bieber.
Who?
Lucian
Justin
Grange.
Bieber.
let's say Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, let go.
He too
Bro,
small.
like, yeah,
Lucian, the white guy that
yeah.
owned like UMG and all them other big ass organizations.
Oh, that's cute. But yeah, nah, ain't nobody that's really known presenting wide public masses in the same space as the black people you get into it with. That's all. Who you with? Puffy, or Diddy, Jay-Z. Him and Jay-Z been having their back and forth. Rick Ross, yeah, Floyd. Like all them people, widely known. They can't walk into any Dollar General, Walmart, anywhere without being noticed. Lucian Grange, he can come knock on my door right now, and I'm a have that fire behind me because I don't know him.
Yeah, same here. Shit, I know the guy name, but I ain't never seen his face before.
So yeah, it's just one of them things too. You get into it with the right people, and it's entertainment, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, that's random as hell. If Justin Timberlake pull up to my house, I might shoot his ass too.
Fuck with JT. I feel like JT invited to my barbecue.
But see, that's what's wrong with niggas now. I always
Nah, bro,
white folks to
y'all too nice.
JT straight
Open up your history book, man. Open up your history book.
That man
The
embarrassed.
fall is always inviting.
I can't invite JT to my
Watch
barbecue.
Sinners, bro. Watch Sinners.
You right.
Think about it. The fall always happened.
You're right.
The fall always happened after the invite.
You're right.
We too inclusive with everybody, but we always get excluded from shit.
You're right.
Yeah, I think JT, he made his bones off black people anyway, and then he went over and started doing country music.
When he pulled out Janet Jackson titty, we still ain't remember that, fool.
Yeah.
We still ain't remember that? We didn't forget that.
I mean, yeah, you know what I tried to say?
Oh, man. Yeah, like I said, man, that was messed up, man. He pulled that girl
his African kicking in, man.
Hey, we was talking about 50 Cent and Rick Ross. One of their contemporaries is Young Jeezy. Coffee, you had listed to talk about it, man. What's going on?
So, bruh, I'm a TikTok historian, TikTok fiend. So I be in the rabbit holes of TikTok. So I came across this little post, and it was a podcast just like ours. I ain't gonna say just like ours, but similar fashion to how they was, talk about topics. And one of their topics was, can you consider Jeezy one of the GOATs in the South, or just in trap music in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. Man, that nigga was big part of my childhood.
So everybody here is on the same side that Jeezy the Snowman is one of the GOATs when it comes to trap music.
TM 101, 102, and 103.
Trap music.
I like being an antagonist, bro, but I can't right here.
Gotti, Jeezy. That was the whole trap era. Trapaholics mixtapes.
You said
my
Gucci,
mixtapes.
Jeezy,
Gotti, and Boosie.
Gotti?
So one of the guys
Gucci,
said
Gotti, and Jeezy, like trap music. They had a hole for the longest. They was crashing websites.
One of the guys said they'll trade Jeezy for OJ the Juice Man. He feel like Jeezy hasn't done enough. Well, that's what one of the guys said. He feel like Jeezy hasn't
OJ the Juice Man ain't
proved himself a lot to even be considered one of the greats, one of the GOATs in trap music, because he crossed over when he made that "My President Is Black," which I felt like personally, I felt like that was a trap ass song. That was a trap nigga song.
He crossed over how?
My President Is Black. I guess with that song, "My President Is Black," my Lambo Blue, they tried to say it like it wasn't trap. Me personally, I felt like that was a trap
one song.
Nah, I say Jeezy got older and started making albums that was more pop.
What I seen, y'all.
Not even pop. He just more conscious.
Yeah, not pop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, it's like he got older and he started doing songs with like Demi Lovato.
He matured with his music like people should do, instead of out here trying to be YB.
And that's what I said.
Then the other part, OJ the Juice Man. Name one OJ the Juice Man outside of half a brick.
Hey!
We know him for his ass, bro.
I can't unless you was just a pure diehard OJ Juice Man fan. Man, look, bro.
What that half a chicken dog for the 18? Yeah, for the 18.5. Yeah, that's about it. Them two.
Catch me in the crack house whipping up the babies. Come on, man.
Like them the only two I know, and I just know the second one because them 12s and 15s, it's a little crazy in them box Chevys.
I'm just saying. In one of my school book pictures, I had a snowman shirt on, all black with the white snowman.
Man, they had to ban the snowman shirts. That's how big of an impact Jeezy
At
had
one
on the world.
God, at One Central, bro, they had to
bro.
ban the snowman shirt, bro. Like once they figured out who they was and what it stood for, they had to ban that bit. We couldn't wear that bit no more.
Man, Jeezy had a lawsuit from the
boys
Fed.
so icy.
Because you remember,
come on, bro. You know what's up with us, bro. You know how we rock.
Yeah,
Come on,
I remember
bro.
that USDA. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he had a whole federal situation going on with he had a whole lawsuit going on with the federal government. And you think they would have cared if he wasn't actually selling it? Like, if he wasn't making no money off that name, you think they would have cared?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
Jeezy one of my goats, so I can't
I ain't
even
gonna
say that.
Like you said, they banned the snowman shirts. I remember when they banned white tees because them French out boys had us doing, yep, in my white tee. They banned the white tees. We couldn't even wear that out. Like, that was
It was
crazy.
for a little minute we couldn't wear white tees, but they passed that shit. They were like,
it was. I remember they took it too far. They went from white tee and then they said black tee. They said you couldn't wear white tee or black tee in the club. I was like, damn, bro.
Man, and One Central, though, they really banned the snowman shirts.
2011, 2012.
We still thugged out to this day.
For a minute.
We so icy to this day. That shit had
I was bleeding. I was blood.
Big
I'm talking about the big t-shirts under the school shirt, but it matched the logo and you roll up the sleeves. Yeah, man. It used to be a little fashion show. The big belt buckles with
shirts
with the digital joints.
Yeah, that shit was so damn country, boy. Be like fresh to death.
I ain't gonna lie.
Get your whack ass.
Everybody had that in my school, but it was one dude, bro. Shout out to my guy Trap, bro, Jamal Williams, man. That had all the race car jackets, all the belt buckles. Man, wherever there was a trend, bro, that dude had it all, bro. He had from the snowman shirts to the SpongeBob. You remember, bro, when SpongeBob used to be dressed up with the bandanas and shit, bro? He had all of them, man. That boy had everything, bro. And they had to real life ban that, bro. Like, that's how bad it was, bro.
You remember them chains with the spinners on it?
Mm-hmm. I remember all that.
So I had a Superman chain. I had a Superman chain with the S on it, and it just used to spin, man.
But you want to know who started them spinner chains, though? 50 Cent. 50.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
50 started.
That's why I got it. Yeah.
Shit.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. 50 had that big ass. You know, he did. That
big ass.
50 had that big ass round G unit chain, and he used to be in the middle.
Spinning that.
I'll take you to I'll take you to stunt.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, Deezy, because it may look a little perplexed, like, because when we made that statement, I feel like I've never seen nobody with a spinner chain but 50.
Yeah. The influence on my end, it was, I don't know if them boys was out of Texas or what, but it was a song, Riding Spinners, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, we
don't stop.
We ride spinners.
Yeah.
We don't stop.
Yeah, they had spinners on the rims, but
right, but no, but like the chains weren't really a thing down on my. I know what y'all talking about though. I wouldn't. That face wasn't disagreeing. I was really just trying to recall it.
I'll be honest. All that
G-unit chain.
Yeah, if I be honest, Ryan Spinners and that 50 chain, all that was coming around at the same time.
At the same time.
I just don't recall the 50 having a spinner chain. I just don't recall that.
50 had a big ass round G unit chain, and man, Young Buck used to be in the video. Young Buck, everybody had a G unit. Everybody in G unit had one. Everybody in G unit had one.
I used to watch all that. Bro, but I was wearing Payless shoes, man. I couldn't afford it.
Man, who was it, bro?
That's why these days now.
Air Force Ones.
That's why I'm stunned on it now. I still got some trauma from the past that I'm working through. So I flex.
I'm with you, bro.
So before we move on, we are all in agreement that Jeezy is one of the.
Yes, bro. You need to go find that podcast and go make an angry comment on their TikTok and let them know.
It was bruh. My comment was really, and I put like the concern face, like really, but I should have saved. I usually save clips like that.
Tag them in the clip, man.
Yeah.
Tag them in the clip. Because what are they from? Utah?
No,
Seattle or some.
I want to, bro. They sounded like they was from like East Coastish.
Man, you can't bring. Worry about the South, man. Go ahead somewhere.
So before we
Half of
got
the East
y'all,
Coast is technically in the South if you want to go there, but hey,
really?
We don't claim them.
but we don't count that
You don't
Mason
claim the
Dixon
niggas.
line.
No,
Okay.
We don't
dog.
claim it, but you
So,
know the little
so y'all
the
say
Mason Dixon folks.
Rick Ross album was a hit. I ain't heard. I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I promise. I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I'm trying to train my ear to good music because now it's all Fox BD. I got a lot of young in my ear right now, so I don't
I
really
was
know
so
good
thinking that
music
when we
right
was
now.
listening to the pre-production. I was so thinking that. I'm like, yeah, we gotta play some old, some
Yeah,
old
see that what I'm
niggas.
All right, bro.
saying? Yeah. So y'all say Rick Ross dropped. So and I'm also seeing here that Lil Uzi Vert dropped, which y'all know I like Lil Uzi, and your boy dropped, Pooh Shiesty dropped. Who album is that? That Rick
So
Ross album?
I'm judging you
that's
off
that
of
little
Uzi, bro.
Uzi.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's that little Uzi.
Bro, I like Lil Uzi, bro. Like I always been
Ain't
a
no
fan
wrong
of
with it. I
Lil
just
Uzi,
judge
bro.
you. I just judge you proud just a little bit, bro. Just a little bit.
So I like the album. I ain't gonna lie, I like it. But I will say, I think the 2016, the 2012 up to 2020 artists, I believe, in my opinion, they starting to fall off. As far as like the sound, as far as like commercial. Because at the end of the day, Lil Uzi had that I want to rock. I want to rock. And it goes so hard. He had the footsie shuffle. He had all this stuff, and
He did.
it just when you now listening to this music, it was good. But I feel like right now it was good for like 2022, 2021.
We're in a different
Niggas getting
time,
too old for
DZ.
them gimmicks,
We're in a
bro.
different time, D. Like back then, 2016, I'm sure all of us was like in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like if not in college, about to get ready to
It
transition
did
out
not
of college.
matter.
We was still vibe. We was still in our little groovy phase. That was our hippie phase when we was in college and shit. We really cared about. We was just that's all we were doing. Like this, all our mind could just consist of just us dancing,
You
moving
like
our
a
body.
GTA character.
No, yeah, cause I be playing 5M too much. I be seeing NPC. So.
Bro, that's gonna be his Houston bop, bro.
You just got to shake the hand a little bit more.
But chill though. But man, it's just a different time, man, bro. It's like you got to realize who you got coming out, bro. You got all these trench babies, bro. We're supposed to be trench babies on the rise up, and they ain't talking about nothing but Drakes, lean bottles, popping pills, doing this girl, doing that girl. But they not really, bro. They don't even like to dance no more, bro. Bro, I just seen on TikTok, Rod Wave had to pay some kids to take off their ski masks. What are we doing?
I mean,
it's a different time, bro.
That's his way of trying to, I guess, help the community. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I see some little niggas with some ski masks, I'm getting the hell down. Let them niggas get shot on their own. I ain't telling the nigga nothing. Hey brother, hey little brother, come here right quick. What you want for? Hey man, what you got on the ski mask for? What's your partner?
Like, them niggas you walk past, hey big bro, I don't want no problem, big bro. 16 years old, you took twice the age. I don't want no problem, big bro.
It's just a different time, bro. But see, like people like probably me, I'ma like that album. I ain't even heard it right now, but in my head, I can see myself vibing to it right now.
It's cool. It's cool. So, like I said, just the sound, that tech, that it just gets kind of
rave music.
I just think it's an understanding too that SoundCloud rappers weren't supposed to be this famous. They just they asked and got too old for their own gimmicks. They were the gimmicky era, bro. And you get too old for all that hip shaking and all that. You get 30, boy. You throw your hip the wrong way, it's gone.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. The older you get,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, the only SoundCloud rapper, bro, that I wish would have stayed around, but he dead now. XXX and Tentacion, bro. He was different, bro. He was different. I didn't even classify him as a SoundCloud rapper for real. He came up on SoundCloud, but that man, his music was real. He was like new Tupac. I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there. Shout out to X, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just say at the end of the day, it made you right, man. We get to that age where that hip shaking music. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy that you said that because back then I was moving my hips a lot, and so now it's like when I start moving my hips, I start questioning what the hell are you doing?
Why am I 32 years old shaking my hips?
I ain't gonna lie, like it's that one video where they showed the doing the band dance, and then it was like, why are you torting your booty up like that? And it's like
Tooted
it's
and
true,
booted.
bro.
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah. It's like when you get to a certain
Ain't
age,
got no family.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. Like I remember
okay.
when me and Nardo used to go out. When me and Nardo used to go out when he lived down here, I used to like before, like years before. I ain't gonna lie. Music come on, it ain't matter what song used to be. I used to be dancing to everything. But it's like when you get older, it's just me and Nardo sitting up in there, and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be like, I want to dance, but at
But
this
it
old
ain't.
age, it just don't feel right. It don't feel appropriate to me.
Let's be out and ready to go home at this age.
I ain't gonna
Well,
lie,
Yeah,
bro.
that's another thing.
I like dancing, but I'm just too tall. I stand out too much.
Yeah,
I
facts.
stand out too much, but
Facts. I
I
do
get
too.
out. I cut a rug. Yeah, I'm on now. I cut a rug like a
I get down. Yeah, man.
motherfucker. So
Hey,
now
but
I
I just
do
give
speaking
me
of
an
drop
old
coming
that down
out,
fashioned.
later.
I just give me an old fashioned bro and sit at the bar.
hey, oh god, hey,
So this Pooh Shiesty, I don't know. I'm gonna go down here to MA because that's his boy. What his shit sound like?
All right. So I'm gonna say this. The music itself is still some YN music, right? But at the same time, I was a real big Gotti fan back in the gap,
Mm-hmm.
and this sound like that old Memphis sound. The production, the lyrics, and all that stuff. It sound like that era of Memphis music. So like I like it. Probably my favorite one on there is "Reap What You Sow." That's a smooth little vibe on that one. But yeah,
It already dropped.
is he taking some
mm-hmm.
shots at people, brother? Is he taking shots at anybody?
Yeah.
You can give me some
Ain't
spoilers.
no, go listen to "Reap What You Sow," man. You'll catch it.
Okay.
And there's another one.
What you
There's
saw?
some little local situations going on out there in Memphis that he's speaking on too. But you wouldn't know nothing about it if you ain't know nothing about it.
All right, so
I feel like this. Yeah, go ahead.
Gucci put this out, right?
Potentially.
What you mean?
So
How they look?
who's going to reap the benefits of this album? Like the streams, the $2 that they get per million tracks
Gucci.
that people listen to.
Both of them gonna make money off it.
Yeah, both of them.
But Gucci still gonna get a nice little chunk out of that. I think the only part with this, bro, I wish Shiesty was out with this album.
Is there a
I
conflict of
think the
interest there
album
at
is
some
like,
point? Like Shicey wanted to get out of his contract with Gucci. He did what he did to try to get out of the contract with Gucci. Now, 2-3 weeks later, Gucci here then put Shicey. Well, Shicey put himself in a scenario where he's about to end up in jail. He already in jail. Blah blah blah. It was because he ain't want to put out music under Gucci. Now Gucci done put out music for Shicey, the guy that's in jail. They didn't want to be up under him, and he about to get paid from it. So should Pooh Shiesty fans be listening to this album?
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that and say I don't even think Gucci put this album out. I think this was Pooh's. I think it's Pooh's and his team only because at the end of the day he's still a part of a record label. They're still part of a
they still
deal.
fall under UMG.
Yeah, still have to put in a certain amount of albums. So he probably, this probably one of them way. And then also he's in court, like he in court right now. So at least try to make some money that you can make. Because again, the conversation we had before, I mean, shoot, no matter what, we don't know what kind of contract Gucci had. I mean, and at the end of the day, like I said, most artists nowadays getting paid from shows. Well, he can't do no shows because he in jail. So it's like, what else you gonna do? You just gonna sit in jail and just write and just let old music accumulate? No, you gotta drop some more stuff to get some more money generated, so you can be able to pay these lawyer fees, pay all these court fees. Also, I mean, yeah, Gucci gonna get most of all the money. So that's what's the funny thing about it is because we know the situation of like Gucci owning Pooh Shiesty in a sense. But it's like, nah, I mean, yeah, but he still got to make his money. So, nah, I believe he just dropped the album because he needed to. He needed to drop the album. And that's why
It's
it's
some
called
type of
All Eyes on Shiesty.
income that Pooh is
Yeah.
getting off this album.
Yeah, he got to get
Gucci,
paid.
now if it's 100% going straight to Gucci, Pooh should have been in jail just for signing that contract if that's the case.
Right.
But at the same time, outside of that, Pooh gonna generate some income on this. He need to pay them lawyer fees and do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, like the overall structure is pretty much it's almost like a pyramid. You got Pooh signed to Gucci, and both of them got some with UMG. So UMG the umbrella. So it might be three entities eating off of one project, which they make it a little weird. But I'll let to say this too. They need to bring back the mixtape era. If most rappers only making a big chunk of their money off of shows, what's the point of having a label? Especially the way producing videos, you can find a real good movie camera person or whatever to do your videos, the sounds and all that, bro. Like you got people. What was that? Young Boy House Arrest. A lot of that was recorded inside of a Tesla. J. Cole album, one of his, I think probably his last decent album. One of the producers was doing the shit off a guitar band off his iPhone. You feel me?
We don't speak that name here.
I'm just saying. This is a different. That was a different Cole. You feel me? That was Cole. We were still rocking with him.
Okay.
No, we know why they sign with labels though.
The resources and access is out here to not need a label. So why are you pretty much taking a $1 million loan and you ain't gonna eat off of it? You still doing shows, mixtapes.
They only take those
mixtape era.
But we know they only taking those deals because of like commercial deals and different stuff just to put your name out there even more. Like you said, you could do it by yourself, especially with today's time with social media and all that. What you just have
streamers getting deals too, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Streamers and social media personalities are getting deals as well. So you really don't need a label.
I think artists actually get excited. I think they get excited and they just be like, because from what we were brought up for, everybody used to be brought up under a label, especially artist development. That was once a thing at one point. Again, the money that it takes to make a music video, to make it look like a movie, and somebody gonna put in that time, like that's how they look. I think that's how artists look at it then and now. But I think as we're starting to grow going forward, I believe people are realizing, it's best to stay independent because at the end of the day, whatever you're going to get signed for, you're going to have to end up paying that back. So it's like, and if you ain't making the money to pay that back, then guess what? Now you're paying out of your pocket to get out of a deal just to be able to go independent, where you're going to spend more money even being by yourself, something that you should have been doing before you even signed with a label. So that's why I feel like, it's just dumb. Pooh Shiesty, I feel like you said, with him being signed under like these three different things as well, I feel like it might be like a 60-20-20. I don't even feel like Gucci getting paid a lot from this shit. Because at the end of the day, the label got to get most of it because they putting most of the money up. So if Gucci getting anything, he probably just getting a part of it just because he brought it to light. He brought Pooh Shiesty to them. But at the same time, Pooh Shiesty probably ain't getting but 20%. It's 20-20-60.
It's only two deals that make sense to me. And there's granted, I'm on the outside of this, but outside opinions do bring some stuff to light. But it's only two deals that music artists or whatever should be signing. One is maybe a deal with a major label for distro. All right, that's something that Dolph was doing, and along with some others. A lot of the ones that we grew up listening to that was at the top then, that's their structure. They're signed. They have pretty much a distro deal with a major label, which that makes sense. You get help with distribution to put your music into more, to more people. The other part is it really don't make sense to have a deal unless you're doing something like Live Nation. All right. And the only reason for that is logistics. It's because you're selling out stadiums and performing in stadiums. As an artist, you don't want to be involved with half of that hassle. So they gonna pay you a real good percentage to perform at these stadiums, but they're gonna have everything on the back end and all your money guaranteed. Like with YB stuff, the venues canceled, so he still got paid. The artist didn't cancel.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy. Just sitting here.
But outside of that, man, it's like a music video. Think about this. Ain't nobody doing ludicrous videos no more, except for like maybe the baby is the only person that's semi close to it. But ain't nobody doing those crazy videos like that. We talking about rappers and street niggas. But But ain't nobody making those crazy creative videos no more. It ain't no need for all that. And then if you are, AI bad, you feel me? AI is
That's what I was just gonna
crazy.
say, bro.
You got everybody out here with a real good camera. Like technology is just at a place where it's more accessible and way more affordable now. So you really don't need a label.
Man, look at Tyga right now, man. Tyga getting his ass ate up for using AI on that one song. He called himself what? Stardust.
Yeah.
He dropped
He
it. He
used it
finna
on the
drop an
song or
album.
video.
Song.
The whole song. The whole song is AI.
No.
And people calling him out for it, and he said, "Man, it ain't no different than auto-tune." He was like, "It's still my voice, but it's like, man, no, you let AI create your whole song, and you might make some money from this shit too."
Does the song sound good though?
It sound good.
All right then.
It's all that
It sound
matters.
good. It's just not a Tyga style song. That's why people calling him out. Tyga raps, and it's just singing.
Okay.
They said he sound like our boy behind walls.
Tory
Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Shout out T.I., man. That's one rap that's actually keeping it rap, and he just went platinum for let him know. So shout out Tip, man, for let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
I can tell you one rap who don't rap no more. He doing crime shows, from what I heard on this podcast.
Yeah,
somebody tell about this nigga, but
Joe Budden, man. He's
me personally, I don't like Joe Budden.
All right, let's calm down, okay? We don't need to intro the topic with your hate. All right, let's shout out Big Joe.
Wow.
Budden. Let's shout out Big Joe Budden. Everybody pause. Everybody shut the fuck. Shout out to Joe Budden, man. Because look, to be honest, the 3130 Talk Show wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for the Joe Budden podcast. I'll just be 100% honest. You know what I'm saying? The Joe Budden Talk podcast inspired the 3130 Talk Show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may not understand the lineage there, but it just is what it is. Joe Budden has single-handedly flipped his career from being a great rapper that nobody really listened to, just like your boy Big Nardo, great rapper that nobody really listened to. He went to Love and Hip Hop. You know, he tried to do his thing on there. He proposed to like 3 or 4 different girls on the show, and they all denied him. People was clowning Joe Budden. They talked about him. They said his career was in the trash. He's not going to be shit. And then Joe Budden took that and flipped it into this podcast called I'll Name This Later. He did 100 episodes on I'll Name This Later, and then it eventually became the Joe Budden podcast, the one that we see a few years back, where he had the Rory and Mal on there, which was a great run. I'm talking about a 6-year run of putting out some of the best content that people ever seen. When I tell you that it was, that was like the time when I was deep in my Dallas purgatory and I needed some good content. So I was watching that show every day, bro. Every day. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's how I learned how to kind of do this, get on this mic and talk the way I talk. Yeah, honestly, just listening to this talk helped me just be a better speaker in general, because you just listen to people talk constantly. And so they did their thing. Of course, the show had to transition because Rory and Mal ended up leaving, and he brought on his new cast of folks. I don't watch it as much as I used to. It's probably been like half a year since I watched the episode, but at the end of the day, bro, inspiration, man. A black man who took what people would consider nothing, and he made it into something that's extremely profitable, bro. I think he's been, for the last 3 or 4 years, at the top 1, 2, and 3 of media personalities from these lists that produce them, whether it's Complex or Rolling Stone, BET, whoever's making the list. Joe Budden's gonna be on the top of that. You know what I'm saying? So I got to shout out to the big homie, man, because at the end of the day, this show would not be what it is if it weren't for the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pump it up. And so now he takes that. He done converted his audience from just people that's listening to the podcast on YouTube. He done went into Patreon with it. You got people that's paying him $20, $30, $40 a month just to be able to listen to his content. So he done took this and made it a lucrative business model for himself and for his business partners. And now, if you went to the business behind podcasts and the business behind streaming, crime shows are the #1 things that people listen to. A lot of folks like their entertainment and all this crap, but a lot of people just throw on a crime show and they listen to that while they driving to work, or they listen to it while they doing their job, or
working out,
going in the background. You know what I'm saying? People love their crime shows. And now Joe Budden, he has expanded his business into the crime world, and so he's going to put out a crime show. I think they'll do like weekly drops there, and every week, you know, it's going to be his voice. He got no homo. He got a great voice for podcasting. He did radio at one point. You know what I'm saying? He's a good talker. He's a good speaker. He knows how to communicate his thoughts very well. and he's putting out this crime show, bro. And I think it's gonna be a hit, man. And hopefully that catapults his platform either further than where it is right now, man. Shout out to Joe Budden. Yeah, that's that's my big homie in the content world.
Running people like women in general, like they go on runs. Y'all know I go on runs. Women go on runs and be like, I'm listening to a crime podcast. And I'm just like to myself, like, you listening to getting stabbed running through the woods as we running through the woods?
Crazy.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. But that's what people love to hear.
Unstable creatures.
So since we speaking of Joe Budden, you know he got a song in a movie that's kind of like the staple of the whole movie, which is "You Got Served," which brings me to my next topic. Is "You Got Served" a timeless movie?
Yeah.
Hold
For the black community.
Can I be a hater first?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can I be a hater first?
Hate.
I'm gonna be a hater first, but I'm gonna give him his flowers, right? So is if I was to put two people in media that I absolutely hate, it'll be Ebro and Joe Budden. It's because they always some haters on the youngins. You feel me? Like Joe Budden coming at your little Yachty crazy. Ebro coming at Uzi crazy. Neither one of them had successful music careers. Now, Joe Budden, yeah, pump it up. What else you know from him, though?
Hey, look, he got tapes and all this other stuff. Joe Budden, he put out good music. We just wasn't the target audience for it. That was like 2011, 2012. The same way that y'all won't listen to
Joe Budden.
That was 2004.
No, Joe Budden was way before that.
No, he wasn't, bro.
Yeah, Joe Budden was 2002, 2003. That's when You Got Served came out.
That's where his career started, bro. But I'm talking about the music after that. He had his big track with because he had label issues. So this comes from me being a Joe Budden fan. I done heard the nigga story. I know what went on that made him not be as profitable as he could have been in the music world. The nigga had great music. Actually, I think that y'all two would love some of his music if y'all went through his catalog and played it. Because he's a very introspective rapper. I know you're not gonna listen to it, but I'm just telling you so that you know for future reference. Man. He's an introspective rapper. He talks about thoughts and feelings and emotions in a way that people wasn't really approaching at that time. You wouldn't have a Drake if it weren't for Joe Budden. Let's just be honest about it. Drake's whole style in his early years came from trying to mimic Joe Budden's rap style, and that's why had such a back and forth over the years they'd had, because at the end of the day, Drake looked up to Joe Budden, and your idols become your rivals type of deal. But that's neither here nor there. Joe Budden hating on Yachty was completely validated. Yachty he was a young, but he was doing it in a weird way. The same way that I hate on Plaque Max, I think the same way that Joe Budden was hating on little redhead Yachty. Joe Budden did the shit with the Migos. Joe Budden did the shit with the Migos, bro. I think that shit wasn't really warranted, but he had to deal with the repercussions of that shit, bro. But we can't hate on Joe Budden, man. Him and Ebro not the same kind of nigga, bro. Hey, look, and then like one more thing. One of my favorite, he ain't really my favorite, but he's adjacent to one of my favorite artists from the West Coast. The guy Blast, BLXST.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A young up and coming. Never, you know what I'm saying? He trying to figure this shit out. He had an interview with Joe Budden. In the interview, Joe Budden tried to talk to the is closed up. Like he giving like little half answers. He's not really speaking. He's not talking to the mic. You could tell that he doesn't have media training. But when I tell you that whole episode turned into Joe Budden giving this young that he has no benefit from giving him game about going into public speaking and engagements, how to conduct yourself when you have an interview with somebody else. Just him giving game to the young bro. I done seen Joe Budden do that. Now he does have his times where he done flipped out and he done tweaked out on, but we all got our times where we flip out and tweak out on. He did the same thing with Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch came to the show a couple of times. So I done seen examples of Joe Budden giving his flowers and love to the young bro. So I can't 100% let you say it like that.
No, that's what I said. Let me be a hater first, and I'm gonna give him his flowers after. But yeah, he be having some cringy shit going on. The little y'all, I'm gonna disagree with you on that because it's talking about the whole successful, unsuccessful part. Then
where Yachty at today?
Yachty
at WWE Raw.
Yachty still making money off of City Girls. If I'm being honest, they owe their career to Yachty and maybe a few other people. Right. Drake, I'm quite sure he wrote a few records for that. All right, so still successful, even though he might not be rapping now. he making hits. He making hits like.
So is Joe right or
But
wrong?
in what aspect? Because Joe started rambling. You know how Joe get?
Yeah.
Point degree, and he fly off the director and just start yapping and saying shit. So I want to hold him accountable for some shit he just went to firing off on, right?
Yeah.
But that's why I can't watch him. But the other part as well, like I want to say, that's the hater part in me. But at the same time, looking at his career, hey, he's somebody that kept swinging. You feel me? Like he was always kind of in the mid tier. It was some corny stuff here and there, right? But at the same time, he tried something, didn't work out. He tried something that just so happened to be better than the last time, which is great. And it continue to happen. Even with this podcast, I did like the start of his podcast. And wasn't he one of like the first what you would consider rappers or someone from hip hop community to really have like a broad podcast? I think he was real early on in the podcast.
Before even podcasting, bro, he was one of the first rappers to take advantage of live streaming. So he'll be like with Slaughterhouse. That's what the group that he was with Crooked Eye, Royce the 5'9", and one other gentleman. There was some up north tuned in with like Eminem and the type dudes. But he would be on their shows and he'll be on like this Ustream app. He just broadcasting, yo, this is what we doing. This is what life like for us as rappers and all this. So he was a pioneer for all this we doing today. And
yeah, exactly.
You gotta be brave. You gotta be a little crazy. And at the end of the day, man, you gotta believe in yourself to even continue to do that shit, bro. And to see where the world ended up now and seeing the kind of influence that you had on it, even if it's an invisible hand guidance that you can't really see where it came from. Yeah, we won't be where we are today in the content world if it weren't for Joe Budden, bro. I know I'm glazing like a motherfucker, bro, but when you look at the streams and how this shit go from generation to generation to generation, he the one, man.
Then, hey, moving on from there too, this podcast, it was real good. They switched up the cast, and I hate it now because Melissa Ford cringy as hell. I can't stand her.
Like, no, she's not on it no more. They got her off of there because of the fact that she.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
the guy is,
he was
bro.
Good.
You will love
he
Ish,
went
man.
to the and then he went back. No, I got you. I'm just saying his career has been come in, come here, boom, 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 and like it's still happening.
Go watch the podcast.
But man. Like you say, like the Melissa Ford joint, I hated them. They was always yapping just about some silly shit, gossiping. Melissa would try to do her little maneuvering about or something when she get through in the category that she belongs in.
They put her in check a couple times too, though. Like they called her out on her booth live on there.
Yeah, they did.
Bro, go watch the podcast.
I am glad. No, I'm glad he didn't switch it up again.
The way he's smiling about Joe is the way I feel like that's Chris
I feel like Joe going into maybe more something a little more independent is for him now, because like the new podcast I saw a couple of episodes. It's smooth. I ain't got no complaints on it. But Joe Budden always end up butting heads when he cooperating or co-working with some people. I think a true crime podcast would allow him to focus on this one thing and him running the show on it. I like that for him, but at the end of the day too, I still hate that nigga. But nah, I'm happy for him.
Go watch some episodes, bro. The mesh between him, his homie Ish, he known the guy Ish for like 30 years at this point. They had a point where they fell out because Joe Budden is an from what I've seen. And then they came back together, they making money together. And then them adding Mark Lamont Hill, bro. When I tell you that was the perfect little like difference, because everybody else kind of on that same like thought process. They all kind of got the same approach to life in general. Mark Lamont Hill came in. There's a lot of times where you do it just contrary for the sake of being contrary. It's not said that men can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Of course, it's like, well, he's talking about trans women that have transitioned into men, and now they still got a woman.
Yeah, Candace Owens ate his
ass up. But at the end of the day, he brings a good perspective to the show. And then he had the homie Queen's Flips on there. Queen's Flips was a crash out, but he was able to coach him up into being a podcaster. Now Queen's Flips doing his own little live things and all that. So hey man, I'm a glazer, bro.
Yeah, they need to kick off Lamont Hill though. They need to find somebody better because he is still the same. He a male version of Melissa Ford, just a contrarian, and he speaks well. He's an educated black man. He had his run with the
CNN.
government, whatever he was doing. But like when he's getting into this entertainment space, it's like he's just trying to do clicks. And I hate that because I know he's smarter than it. And then it's the subjects that he chooses to be a contrarian on, right? It's like, bro, just shut up. Like
There's definitely some times when he
no.
be talking, I'll be like, I don't want to hear what he got to say. But I think that's what the podcast is about, bro. You got to have a differing opinion to come in, so that even like on that Jeezy, like I wanted to disagree with y'all just for the sake of disagreeing, but I couldn't on that. That just ain't one of them. But to make for good conversation, you got to have somebody on the other side of it, and I think that he knows how to take a stance well and debate. You know what I'm saying? Me and May used to debate. We did the debates for the Mississippi Alpha Network, man. We went up there and did our stuff. Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Good old days.
Tripping folks up and shit.
You know, hey, come on, man. Put both our brains together. It's over with.
What'd you say,
Coffee?
Coffee?
You muted, man. He was laughing at me talking about Joe Budden. He had to mute himself. Yeah.
I'm muted. All right, am I back?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So we debating, bro. Since y'all talking about debating.
Your mic went away again. You fix that, brother. I'm gonna help you out real quick. All right, we
My
was
bad.
talking
It
about
was
timeless
unplugged.
movies, man. What are some of y'all favorite timeless movies? Movies that had relevance whenever they was made, and they still relevant to this day. I'll kick off because it kind of made me think about, and when I put the topic in, I was watching School Days. A good chunk of us went to Alcorn. Coffee, you experienced Alcorn. You didn't go there as a student, but you still experienced what it's like being on the yard and just being out there around all that shit. And when but School Days came out in like the 80s or 90s, and I can watch it today. You can get a kid that goes to a HBCU today, and you can sit them down and let them watch that movie, bro. And when I tell you it's still gonna be relevant, they're gonna be able to say, "Oh, damn, like I understand what they're talking about." Like the same things that was going on in the 80s at a black college are the same things that go on today, bro. And so the School Days was the one movie that I thought about, and it made me think about this as an overall topic, man. Just timeless movies that existed back then, they exist today, and the plot still makes sense. The storyline still makes sense. The things that people was going through still happen today. Can y'all think of any other ones? Do y'all
Yeah,
remember
you got
School
one?
Days?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I've seen School Day with Spike Lee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Life on mine. That's always at the top of my list.
Life. I would have to say Higher Learning, bro. That's probably a slept on. I don't think people
I
really
ain't seen
tapped
that
into that.
Yeah.
Higher Learning is definitely something like.
Hey, and wasn't Samuel Jackson in there? Well, I could
Higher
be
Learning?
wrong.
Samuel
No,
Jackson
he wasn't in that one.
Higher
He wasn't in
Learning.
that one. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about something else.
He
But
wasn't.
no,
in
I was
Higher
just
Learning.
about to say it's ironic that he was in a movie about that, and he did what he did when he went to college. That's crazy.
What'd he do in college?
Y'all know Sam Jackson. So
I know he
Sam
was a
Jackson,
crackhead.
he from Atlanta.
Crackhead.
No, so he originally from Atlanta. I forgot the college he was at, but he attended college, and it was something going on with like the school meetings or whatever, like the staff meetings and all that stuff. They talking about books, old books, resources, all this stuff that students always see. Like we need something better, and y'all ain't giving this to us, but y'all putting money all the way over here. Sam Jackson held them people hostage. Like he locked it down, held them hostage. And guess who was one person that was being held hostage? The great Martin Luther King Jr.'s dad. So he got in trouble there. It may be. He got in trouble there. They kicked him out. His mom sent him to Cali to live with his auntie, and that's what kicked his career off.
That's what's up, man. That's a good story.
Right,
yeah, he actually throwed for real. He throwed in real life.
If I had to put out there one of my favorite movies that's timeless, it's Booty Call.
Because niggas that's number 2.
Yeah.
Till this day, you still got to value like that. Like how hard it is to try to get some ass on one night. You got one night only. It's like try to make it happen, especially on like the.
Damn,
Like
how hard it is, the lengths that we would go to
that
get
we
some
would
ass.
go to get some ass for that one, for the first time. I ain't gonna lie, it is really for the first time that you get that ass. That's how that movie, because it's like, because you gotta think about it, in that movie they all trying to hit that ass for the first time.
For the first time.
Think about what happens after you get him after that. It just okay, it just falls in. You know, I'm in there now, but it's like the what we would do for the one time just to get some ass, bro. We'll go through anything just to get that ass.
And that's how two mans be happening too. You got one friend that's the other one TTG.
The other one already to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a good ass. That's a good ass.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Whoa. I've turned my life around. I give it to God. Amen.
Oh man.
So we got life, booty call, higher learning, and you said school days.
Yeah, man.
Which are all predominantly black movies.
We got a black lifestyle.
All predominantly black movies, which is good, which is good standing. That let me
I hope you don't say baby boy.
Nah,
I don't know. Some people would say baby boy though.
It's still
some
relevant
people would
to today.
say baby boy though.
Yeah, because people live like that, which is sad.
Yeah,
that's true too. Because if it was grown as hell, Jody was what 20, 21.
19, 20.
Hey, look, actually, since we here, I kind of live a baby boy lifestyle. All right, so my mom got a boyfriend. He's yacked up. He's kind of short though, but he yacked up though. And I be going to my mom's house sometimes, bro. I be feeling like Jody, bro. I'm a ball. You know, I got business ideas. I be trying to get off the ground. I be having girl problems. I be feeling like Jody sometimes. I feel it. I be feeling like baby boy.
Guns and butter, baby.
You gotta go talk to Melvin sometime.
Hey, you gotta talk to him.
Guns and butter, baby.
You don't know nothing about no guns.
Guns and butter.
Guns
as long as you don't walk in that kitchen drinking Kool-Aid, you straight.
No,
you want some
flash out. I'll flash out.
Hey, I would have crashed then. I would have crashed.
Hey, look, it was one time. All respectfully though. Like I like homie, he good people. But, you know, I had walked to the back, you know. They sitting in my mom's room. He laying on the bed. She laying on the bed. He just look over. What's up, man? You need anything?
He said you.
I wanted to tweet, but it's like, nah, you know, you make my mama happy. You feel me? You make my mama happy. It's cool. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Rock
I'm the man of this household.
You need some beer, my you want a Coors Light? I'll go to the store get you a Coors Light, man. Make sure you good.
Oh shit! Ain't no way.
Yeah, so I feel it, man. I'm Jody, y'all baby boy.
Hey! Just like it's time, like we said, it's time to go. What they say? Mama gotta have a life too.
Mama gotta have a life too. But look, what's crazy is, bro. You know, my moms. I love my moms, and the only time she only like really loved the dude recently, like he passed away. This was like 2015, 16. He passed away, and it seemed like ever since then, bro, my mom don't want to get in no more nothing, bro. She don't want to date. She don't want that, and I kind of hate that because I don't want to see my mom's single alone. You know what I'm saying? I at least want her to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she's doing in her spare time because, you know, I ain't always around, so she could be doing her, you know, I don't know. But from what I see, like, I don't want my mom to be alone, bro. Like, I want her to have somebody she can love on, she can love. You feel me? Not per se a stepdad. I don't give a 32 stepdaddy. That ain't a thing to me no more. You're Bob. You're Richard. You're Tom. You know what I'm saying? At that point, but it's still though. Like I want to see my mama go out and, like you said, Deezy, have a life. Go have a life. Like, let me meet some of your boyfriends or some of your potential whoever. You know what I'm saying? I might not like them. It is what it is, but at least I
come visit you in Houston a weekend every now and then. You feel me?
I'm gonna be scamming too much, man.
Some holes in the wall, man.
Be scamming so much.
After doing
baby, I'm moving with you. Baby, I'm moving in with you. Huh?
So let me ask y'all, bro. Who y'all got in the verses? Samuel Jackson or Denzel Washington?
Give me Sam.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I think y'all rushing, bro. I think y'all rushing a little bit, bro.
That's a hard one. Because you
can
never take back
Denzel. I had to quick fire that one because I think about it too much.
Denzel, Malcolm X, Denzel, John Q, Denzel, He Got Game. It's just certain movies. But then when you got
Denzel
Samuel,
was in
you got
Training Day.
Training Day. But then when you think of Samuel, you just think of like the movies that he played. Like for me, like first of all, no disrespect to Sam. Sam has never, in my opinion, did a movie where he was the head star. And
Snakes on a Plane.
Don't nobody go no watch Snakes on the Plane. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't nobody go back and watch no Snakes on the Plane. That guy. It was one line. That was one line.
Coach Carter.
Coach Carter. Yeah, that's one. That's the only movie I can say. That's the only movie. But other than that, he doesn't have no movie where he's the standout person. Deep Blue Sea, he got kicked off. Django, he was a side. What was the movie where he was the crackhead? With Spike Lee movie? Yeah, he was the crackhead in that. That nigga, like he always played. He played good. Yeah, he played. No, not Juice, nigga. But he played good movies with
role, but not a main character.
Yeah, he never had a main character. Coach Carter was the only movie. If you want to say Coach Carter, you might as well say Forrest Whitaker.
You ain't never seen Mississippi Burning before.
Don't nobody watch that shit either.
Cause
we ain't going back to that shit. That's all I'm saying.
But them good movies though.
They might be good movies, but don't nobody go back to that shit like you'll go back to a Denzel Washington movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Denzel got American Gangster.
Not like even later than American Gangster. I forgot what the name of the Crimson Tide. I just went back and watched that the other day. Great movie. That's almost timeless and like. I'm gonna have to retract my past statement. Denzel can definitely hold his own by himself.
Both of them played in Glory. Samuel Jackson and Denzel played in Glory.
And who was the and who? Yeah, okay then. Denzel was
more captivating. I'll say Sam is more entertaining.
I'll say the same thing, bro. I think that Sam is more of an entertainer. I think that Sam has exposed more range within movies. Denzel, he kind of plays the same character. That's kind of the only criticism that folks give him. He played the same character in all of his movies. And I think that that's genuinely in him. But when you think about the movies that are bigger, Denzel got the bigger movies. But when I think about having range to show me different characters come in and I look at you as a completely different person, Samuel L. Jackson got it there. But I have to get an edge over to Denzel, though.
And it's really no win or lose when it comes to them two because they both... Like they both legends, but I mean, like he said, when it comes to entertainment, I think of Samuel Jackson. Like you know, snakes on these goddamn planes.
When he was playing Django,
even that was I love that. That was the best. I ain't gonna lie. That was the best. Nigga on the neck. Like that was the best. Nigga
on that neck.
But then when you think of Denzel, you can think of what was that movie Denzel was in when he had to fly He had to fly the plane. Was on there slapping cups.
Lord help me. When he was in the courtroom, everybody.
When was the last time you had a drink?
Drunk right now.
Right.
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
I had a drink yesterday. The day before that. The day before that.
Hey, how you doing in the mouth? Why this be acting like he chewing on like like he be chewing on one of them little small
He got peanut butter at the top of his mouth or something.
That's $50,000.
And be moving his fingers.
You block that. That's $50,000 out, nigga. So
he beat the shit out of Buddy with that plane with that piano, boy.
$1,000 alpaca.
Beat that out, Buddy.
You block that shit.
He slid.
With the
what he beat his ass for? Because he was making the rackets with that girl.
Nah, he was doing.
The dude was.
He was coked up.
Yeah, he was coked up, but he was messing with that woman. He was doing too much.
He shot a nigga. Blood got on that $9,000 alpaca in his own house party, man.
How you should have somebody else
because he coked up all the goddamn time. Your cousin, you get rid of him. That nigga did.
Hey, bro, and I feel him on that when he said, "Oh, simple-minded." Because all of us know we got some country cousins that just be doing shit.
Yeah.
If that's your
I like
cousin,
I like how he played that movie though, American Gangster. I like Denzel really embodied the Frank Lucas. How he had
that
the
was his
family
training
come
day.
be a part. Like he had the family come be a part of his business, but he still didn't give a about family neither. It was like, yeah, I love it, bro. He snitched on all their asses too.
That was his bad man role. That was his training day for me. I can compare that to that. That was his heel. That was his heel.
So you know I'd kill you if you want my cousin, right?
Right.
He grabbed him on the back of his neck and laughed at him. You know you want my cousin, I kill you. Right?
The way he was slapping everybody in that piano, bow, bow, bow.
He shut that. It's your cousin. You get rid of him. And walked off. Man, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Denzel is that man though. He do play more serious roles these days. Like I ain't really live just.
I ain't gonna lie. If you was to give a better comparison, I'd say like Denzel Washington versus Wesley Snipes, something like that.
My brother, I'm just a TikTok historian. I'm just bringing you what I see on TikTok, my brother.
Yeah, bring that to their light next time. Put Wesley Snipes in there next time.
So everybody know, bro, I'm a gamer. And I'm waiting on patiently wait. Everybody in here is a gamer. So, Marcus, did you game?
Not with y'all.
I don't be having time. No.
Yeah,
he said not with y'all.
Me and Marcus play 2K at like 2 a.m. when y'all be offline.
Man, I ain't played 2K in so long. Come back, Deezy. I just ain't played 2K in a minute because I know where it's about to go. Y'all don't know what play.
Because I just don't understand why y'all don't play the game with me.
I just don't be playing the game.
Man. You went off camera to
Oh my God, no. So all right,
so GTA. 5 minutes.
All right, look, bro. Before that kick in, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Make your eyes big or something, so I know we need to scoot on past what we talking about, so you can get yourself right. So, bro, GTA 6 is coming out with an extended trailer. I don't know why they're showing it on Netflix, but what I see is being shown on Netflix. I don't know if Netflix is a partner with Rockstar, so we might get some like inside the game that involving Netflix. They might have it worded a different name, like T-Flex or something like that, T-Flix or something, whatever. But it's coming out August 27th. Me personally, I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to watch trailers. I'm not who get excited from trailers because I'm a 2K. They show 2K trailers all the time. It be looking like a whole different game than when you get the game. It's not what it is. So me personally, I don't watch trailers. If y'all do watch it, you feel me? Let me know how it is and shit like that. But yeah, GTA 6 is coming out with an extended trailer on August the 27th, and it's gonna be exclusively on Netflix. I wonder why though.
I wonder
Netflix, if I'm not mistaken,
throwing like some series on like from like San Andreas to GTA 5. You know, I mean it'll be smooth. It is. I'll watch it. Especially
if I'm not mistaken, GTA always did some things with Netflix because last year, a couple of years back, every time if you got the app on your phone, Netflix on your phone, they actually have like a game section.
Little games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and GTA is a part of that. So I don't know. I think it's just like some type of partnership that they have with them. Yeah.
13 years, cuz. And I'm gonna say this, Hope. If this game is trash, bro, I might have to retire my sticks, bro.
Well, go ahead and get ready to retire your sticks, brother.
I don't feel like it's gonna be trash.
I think it's gonna be trash, bro.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be some AI put together. I think it's not going to meet any of the expectations that they've set over these last 13 years. I think they should have cut their development cycle in half and put this shit out in 2020 and just let it be what it's going to be. I think they done put up too much of a hype for the game, and now it's not going to amount to it. And them putting out this motherfucking in the trailer behind a Netflix paywall. Niggas don't have Netflix for free. I think that's just further showing that they gonna do whatever they can to try to make money off people, and I don't think the content is gonna be what it should be for the return on it. The game already finna be $80, bro. You want me to get a Netflix subscription just to see an extended trailer? Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
I like your analyst.
I think it's gonna be fire, and it's just because most GTAs, the next one was always better. Granted, like the earlier version GTAs, I wasn't playing them. I ain't hop on there to Vice City, then San Andreas or whatever. But It's been better versions every time around. GTA 5, if I'm being honest, I think GTA 5 just been out so long because they
10 years.
still making money off it. They still making money off it, and it takes so much money to develop a game. So if you got something that's still flowing in, what's the point of putting out another product before you're ready to? You know, but
Bro,
no,
like,
I think it's gonna be
look at all
fire.
the
I
reviews
think
for the
that
most recent.
gonna be
Look at the reviews for the most recent drops for GTA Online. Nobody likes the content they putting out. They think the storylines are dumb. The characters are underdeveloped. The characters are created in a 2026 lens to where it's not the. I don't have a better way to say it. It's not the manly game that we used to play. You can't go walk around slapping, pimping hoes, stealing cars, and doing gangster shit that you want to do on the video game because you're not gonna do it in real life. You do it on the video game. That was the whole appeal of San Andreas. That was the appeal initially of the Grand Theft Auto 5, and that was kind of the appeal initially of the Grand Theft Auto Online. They
it's
done took
just
that
GTA
shit.
period.
They'd have made it very feminist, not feminine. I don't have a problem with things that are feminine. They'd have made it very feminist. They'd have made it very. It's more like a Saints Row, not the early Saints Row, the later Saints Row. It's not like GTA that we grew up with, bro. And I honestly think that people
Okay.
gonna get that game and they gonna be disappointed in what Rockstar put together for it. I ain't buying it on
That's the
release.
game I
taking,
miss.
so they
You can't pimp
taking
hoes no more.
it's
I
like
don't think so.
raunchy comedy into like Kevin Hart kind of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
nah, they got
2026ification of GTA. Look at what they did to the. All right, think about this, bro. They just dropped like the Halo Reimagined or whatever the fuck it is. That whole game is taking away all of the essence. I'm not even a Halo player, bro. I just keep up with the
I
game
love
industry.
Halo.
Halo used to be a game for men. Oh, we going out to save our country. We out trying to save the world. We blah blah blah. The main character in there is a woman that disrespects Master Chief. Who the fuck disrespects Master Chief, bro? Like that's the main character.
I ain't even know Halo, but like I see what he done for his community, bro. The Xbox community, man, them love Master Chief. How would it look like me as a gamer saying something bad about Master Chief? And I ain't never played Halo or nothing, but I know how much he means. Yeah.
The main character in the game, she just disrespected Master Chief, and that's one game. They got bro, it's like 3 or 4 games that then dropped this year that have just been 2026ified, and I worry that Grand Theft Auto is gonna follow that same route, and I'm not buying this day one. I might not buy it month one. I might not buy it year one. I might not buy that motherfucker at all. I'm not buying 2K.
I'm
not
buying
buying
2K.
Bro. I'm not buying 2K until I see people actually have fun with the game. I'm not buying that shit.
It's over with, bro. I'm going to old games.
It's so easy to make a build nowadays anyway, so it ain't no point in getting the game right at the beginning.
Everybody gonna have the same build.
NFL Street, what up?
Bring it back.
I'll play that shit.
Honestly, I got the
Blitz the League.
I got the NBA Street game. That on the run on my game, that shit was boo boo.
Hold on now. I don't know. On the run it's like a newer day version of NBA Street, bro. You feel me? I just don't. The only thing I don't like about it is the movement. The movement just they block it, bro. They block it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Fortnite. It seems like every game is going towards like the Fortnite body builds, the Fortnite animation, the Fortnite color mode and shit. It's like every game just looks like every game just feels and looks like Fortnite, bro. So it's like I don't know, bro. Like they gotta change that shit or whatever. But
everybody's scared to offend somebody, bro. Everybody's scared to do something different. Everybody wants to appeal to every audience, and that's where you lose people, bro. Games wasn't made for everybody initially. They was made for gamers. Now you want the games to be a movie where anybody of any age, any creed, any color, any background can get in here and have fun and feel quote unquote represented. The games weren't meant to represent everybody, bro. Halo was a white man's game. That's just what it was. Grand Theft Auto was a game, a real game. San Andreas, I mean. But now it's like, oh, I'm gonna make this game where anybody can jump in here and they're gonna feel some kind of representation. No matter what you do in life, they want to make sure everybody feels included. And you can't appease nobody if you're doing that, bro. That's not how the world works. And so that's why I worry that this Grand Theft Auto gang gonna be shit.
I tell you what was Martha
What?
Reed's national anthem. I had YouTube and watched that shit. Yeah, that shit was terrible. I don't know who sung it worse, her or Shorty at the NBA All-Star
Fergie.
game when they were laughing at.
Fergie.
Oh my god, I don't know who sung it worse, bro. I don't know who sung it
Martha.
worse.
Yeah, Martha
Martha
was a
sung it
damn
worse.
mess.
Fergie just tried to do a pop take and it ain't work. She tried to do a
Martha
pop
was-
take on the traditional song.
She's a Motown, 80-year-old old Motown legendary singer. That
Somebody who shouldn't have been up there.
She should take her old ass back home to the nursing home somewhere. Cause that shit was horrible. And them white women, she looking at them white women like they were wrong, and they sounded bad, but she sounded worse than them.
No, did you see the rehearsal? She said, what backup singers? I don't need them. What y'all doing?
Yeah,
That
bro.
shit was
Like,
horrible.
What, like,
Yeah.
who chose her is the other point. Who
that's
who
what I want to
selected
know. Who the chose her?
this?
Y'all know it's not. First of all, it's not hard to get. From what I know, it is not hard to get in the position to do the National Star Spangled Banner. And with that being said, that's what I think needs to start being taken more serious. It is not hard
bro.
to do the Star Spangled Banner. I think you should
Ain't
be
gotta
able
be
to
hard,
go
but somebody gotta
audition.
be able to pick.
Yeah, you gotta be able to audition for that. I think you shouldn't just get picked just because you're a singer. That's what I'm saying. They pick you just because you're a singer. Can you sing the national banner? You know the song? Okay, we need you to come up here and do the National Star Spangled Banner. Then when you get there, right before the game starts, they let you do a sound check, so they hear what the you sound like before you do it. And so at that point, they probably like, oh, we
Damn,
made
she
the wrong
sound bad.
decision.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but at this point,
I need a 30-second run. A little sample.
Now at this point, now you know it's going to be bad. So guess what? Everybody started doing, getting their phones out. Even you as a national television, you start recording it because you know it's going to go viral. So I just felt like people be knowing that this shit gonna sound bad. It's just like when Jamie Foxx took it and made like a little R&B, like a sing. Tank took it, did something. Marvin Gaye took it. He actually made it sound good with the way he did it. But this shit right here. Man, they need to.
Dog sang better than that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they got to do something about that shit.
Bad, gang. So
they embarrassed her at this old age, and she probably thinks I know she don't think she did good. I don't know what the hell she thinks she did, but
Like
that shit's just.
She cocky as hell up there. Nah, she up there having attitude like that. She thinks she did her big one.
She really.
She about to drop a project.
No,
bro, you saw how she was singing, man. Y'all saw how she was singing, and she looked at the white women like they did bad, and so she started bagging up on their ass and kept singing, like it was getting her ear.
Like that,
which, if I'm being honest, the backup singer just made it worse.
Yeah.
Just a bunch.
Why they got two old? Why they got one old black lady up there and then two old white women up there anyway?
Justification.
I ain't never seen backup singers for national anthem.
That's how bad she was, bro. That's how bad she was.
It made it sound worse, bro, because it started confusing everything. Like, who the hell I'm listening to? This garbage or this one here? It ain't garbage, but it's almost there too.
And she did everything but stayed in the right key because she left that money.
Man. So y'all know what's going on. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that national shit, bro. Anyway, Fergie, she sung that shit way worse than I feel like. Fergie shit was terrible, bro.
No, Fergie was better than her though.
Yeah, I think so.
Fergie's take was not good, but she was definitely she was still appeasing to the ears, maybe.
Nah.
I'm just saying, you
I know what you're saying.
Old girl. Like, it was much easier on the ears.
because it's funnier. It's funnier to listen to Fergie. It's entertaining to listen to Fergie's version. It was not entertaining whatsoever listening to Martha O'Day.
Exactly. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, the entertainment aspect.
You're ready to get punched.
You're right.
Facts. So, bro, y'all know what's going on with Boosie and Ricky Smiley, or is that a?
So I put that in, man. Boosie did his first little interview in a minute with Ricky Smiley, and it was some good takes in that. Boosie really just being a personality. right? Like everyone, the mature Boosie that we know now or whatever is just a pure entertainer. He's just a funny dude. And the only reason why I put that in there, it wasn't like crazy takes or hot topics per se that's relevant or whatever, but it's just the fact that like Boosie might need to start leaning more into this space, being one of the reactionary podcasts instead of being interviewed. Like, yeah, I
Like
love
the
to
next
see
two
him
times.
running commentary for like the little unofficial professional boxing matches, big threes, something like that.
Yeah.
Having doing the commentary on that. Think he'll do good on like Shannon Sharp podcast. You feel me? Like the podcast, not the interview. Like get them on there with Unc and
Nightcap.
Ocho or whatever. Yeah, Nightcap. Like I think he'll be a real good person in that space. But because I mean, interviews just running old.
I think Boosie would be a good comedian. I think what T.I. was trying to do, I think Boosie could be a great comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He more like a finesse two
definitely
times
see
though. I can see him doing shit like that. Just getting on stream and shit, talking about his childhood or like his upbringing. Because finesse two times, he do real good with that shit. I ain't gonna lie, he do real good.
I mean,
like
but we
his
didn't heard
childhood
that from
stuff.
Boosie. Boosie damn near 50. We didn't heard all that.
For real, Boosie,
Like,
that 50?
but him, yeah, like, but I think the other part just his reactions and opinions on stuff is real hilarious. I love to just see about the podcast like Unc and Ocho and maybe some others. Maybe even
They
like
got Joe Johnson on
NBA.
their shit now.
That tweeted earlier. Boosie tweeted yesterday or 2 days ago. He was like, "I remember when the shit went viral about ASAP Rocky. He was like, man, this gotta be AI, bro. There gotta be AI." Then ASAP came out recently with an interview. It was like basically that the photo was AI about him wearing a thong. Remember when ASAP got caught wearing a thong on stage? Yeah. So basically Boosie. So now.
Hey,
Yeah, ASAP saying it was AI, but now Boosie come out of nowhere. Oh, well, my apologies, ASAP, man. I apologize. If it was AI, I apologize. I said Boosie funny, man.
but not that Boosie be having picks and chooses when it come to that because he was still talking about thug or gangster after he came out wearing dresses for years. But somebody else do it. Yeah, you influencing the kids, man.
He hate Dwayne Wade.
You making picks and chooses. This guy here wearing dresses and talk about he got a chop on the dress, whatever. You still got on the dress.
I do hate Dwayne. You want to know what's crazy? This is Dwayne Wade type of shirt that I got on right now.
It is, and the shades.
I don't know.
You thought you could be one of his kids.
Yeah.
Man, this 3130, man. I'm Coffee Cube Gaming, man. The episode 69, man. I'm my boy.
Coffee Cube Zaya. Coffee Cube Zaya.
Nah, that's you like man, Zaya, bro. You like
Zaya. That name keep getting brought up every episode.
Him,
he brought up D-Wade, bro.
Hey, man. Anyway, what's next on this, dog?
Speaking of D-Wade, bro.
Speaking of sports, D-Wade was just with LeBron at practice the other day. Okay, I'm just playing.
Can there only be one GOAT, bro? Can there only be one GOAT when it comes to hooping, bro? No. I feel like, yeah, it can only be one GOAT. Well,
it depends on the criteria.
You can't say Michael Jordan the GOAT and Bill Russell got 11 NBA Finals, the championships.
Yeah, you sure
and you can't count on Will Chamberlain.
Damn,
y'all know who the GOAT is, man. Let's not play around with
it. So what's y'all
LeBron can win these 2 rings? It don't even matter.
See, you already know who it was. I have to say a name.
What's
your criteria?
What you gotta have to be called the GOAT?
You gotta be the best player of all time.
Honestly though, I think it's just personally who you favor as your GOAT. I feel like it's like at the end of the day, if MA was to tell me Monte Ellis, shout out to Monte Ellis, who just became general manager at Alcorn State University. But let's just say if MA was to say, Yeah. He's the new general manager of Alcorn State University. Shout out to
Funky
Monte Ellis.
stuff. Monte,
Mississippi
you ain't
bully.
gotta worry about getting kicked out for having that funky stuff. You hear me? That's the anthem.
Man, hey, wait a minute, man. You saw his picture. You saw his picture for the announcement. Look high as hell on that bit.
You know what I'm saying?
My take gonna be at Alcorn. I know they basketball program about to be turned, bro.
Hey,
But
what I was saying,
trees, bro. You feel me?
oh God, but no, like I was saying though, it's just like if MA was to say Monte Ellis was his GOAT. Let's just say if he said Monte was the GOAT, that's his personal opinion, right? Because can I come back and tell him, but Michael Jordan better than Monte? Well, what if MA don't feel like that? What if he feel like Monte is the GOAT? It is like at the end of the day, I feel like everybody have personal, like their own personal, like I can sit here and tell you it's between Michael Jordan and LeBron. But guess what? Dwayne Wade is my favorite player. So it's like he's my GOAT. It's like I think when it comes to GOAT, it really doesn't matter. It's like what's the criteria? It just depends on like what type of player are you or like what makes you like that person. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. Somebody is always gonna be the greatest. I got what you're saying. Personal opinion, absolutely. But in the general conversation of who is the greatest player of all time, like you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. But then the conversation they start muddying the waters when they talk about, oh, what about rings? Oh, well, LeBron took his whole career to do what Jordan did in however long. You feel me? But it's like what you going off of? Are you talking about all over career, whatever that career may be? Or you talking about position wise? You talking about stats? You talking about rings? What is it?
You want to know what I want to say? Instead of putting it on resume, I'd rather us talk about actual peak play, like at your actual prime, where you was just unstoppable. That's what I would rather go off of, like when it comes to GOAT play. Because if that was the case, then I'd go ahead and say Victor Wembanyama already the GOAT, just off of skill, just because of his impact on the actual court. He had like 12 blocks in the playoffs. Like at the end of the day,
Chamberlain did that though.
You said who? Will
What
Chamberlain?
about the turnovers?
I mean, yeah, turnovers true, but
And the lack of offensive rebounds that was wide open.
That's during the playoffs as well. He changed when the playoffs came, like in the finals.
Oh, so you saying he already the GOAT and he nut up during the playoffs when he actually needed it.
You get what
When
I'm
the
saying.
world needed him most.
Okay. So MA, in the sense, MA, you'll say James Harden is the greatest of all time when it comes to offensive play.
Never.
Am I wrong?
Never.
Hold on.
Never.
Coffee.
No.
Coffee.
Very wrong.
So who you putting over James Harden when it comes to offensive play?
How many people? What position you want to go with? We talking about all five positions?
All five positions. Offense.
Offense.
Shaq couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot free throws.
But you offense is putting the ball in the hole.
Peja Stojakovic. What the? It's too many.
Kobe is the only name you can say because Kobe could shoot threes at a such rate. He can shoot mid range. He can get to the paint. I'll compare that with James Harden. All right, Damian Lillard. No, he's not better than James Harden.
What about
Nowitzki? Larry Bird,
Kevin Garnett.
Curry's better shooter.
If we want to talk about skill players, we could talk about players who got a bag. What you got to say about Dirk Nowitzki? What you got to say about him?
Yeah, he's a great post. He's a great post player, but he's not better than James Harden.
You need to go watch film, brother.
Offense.
What about Larry? You need to go watch film.
I watch film. I've seen Dirk Nowitzki play. Not better than James Harden. I'm talking about from a peak play, like Michael at your Jordan best, and it was a time where you were literally unstoppable. Yeah, you can say Michael Jordan, but guess what? Michael Jordan still had Scottie. 2000 who? 13 LeBron. LeBron when he was with the LeBron was a GOAT at that time.
That was the best
peak
basketball player I've ever
Y'all
seen
say
in my life.
We gotta say is.
Yeah, it was.
No, he is.
Hey, I'm just saying, like he go to hey, man, you gotta chill on Dirk. I'm still on this point because Dirk beat the big three by himself for a ring.
He didn't beat it by himself. LeBron did whatever he did.
What other player on his team? What other player on Dirk? What other player on Dirk team?
I ain't gonna lie, Dirk that year. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. I've watched that year. They had some real. They had some real threats that and the coaching as well was what made that Mavericks team beat the Heat.
They had
They
veterans.
didn't beat. Yeah, they didn't beat the Heat just off dirt. They beat the Heat off of actual like game
That Dirk
plan.
wouldn't have
Like
been there.
Brandon Haywood, he even said it when he was on the Mavericks. He said the game plan was for to keep LeBron from coming into the paint because that was a year where he wasn't taking too many jump shots. And so if they knew if they could keep him from getting in the paint, they didn't care about what happened outside the paint because,
But they still
again,
had to
other
play
players
offense,
wasn't
Jeezy.
shooting like that. They didn't even have Ray Allen at that time.
No, I'm saying the Mavericks still had to play offense, and
they had Jason Terry. They had Jason Kidd. They had
75% of their
Stevenson.
offense went through dirt though.
Nah.
What?
Nah, I ain't gonna say. It didn't just go
That's
through.
why
It didn't
I
just
spoke
go
on
through dirt.
criteria.
It didn't just go
The
through
reason
dirt.
I said criteria.
It went through dirt, bro. Dirt had to touch
No.
the basketball.
James
bro.
Harden
but I'm
is
saying-
not gonna be. He gonna be top five. I'll say you would put James Harden top five, but I'll never say he'll go for no offense.
I said
never
offense.
in life.
Yeah, he is.
Never in life. No.
He the only I know that was averaging 50 points for about 12, 15 games.
Kobe.
Never in life, bro.
Kobe wasn't doing it
never
straight.
get the words off my mouth.
Yes, he was. Kobe was dropping 40 plus points on months.
Yeah, but James Harden was averaging that, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. He averaged like 32, 33 points in 1 year at one point, while still getting by 8, 9 assists.
Kobe did
James Harden will never be in conversation for.
Kobe wasn't known for no assists. He didn't even pass you the ball. Kobe took some of the worst shots in the game, and didn't nobody question it because it was Kobe. James Harden took some of the worst shots in the game and made that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Kobe used to take some bad shots and miss that, and would nobody say nothing because at least it was Kobe. James Harden was taking shots that Joe had to get big for, and was hitting all them. That's all I'm saying, bro. GOAT of offense. I didn't say he was the GOAT of basketball, but he's the GOAT of offense. And I'm even saying that over D Wade.
Top five.
I'm just saying, man.
But yeah, it'll go conversation though. Hey, forever. I'm gonna go with Bron over there because I look at career wise holistically. I mean, it's just what it is. Some people career be shorter than the others. Some people, some people are the greatest that never was, right? Are you still gonna call them a GOAT because they just end up having some injuries that they couldn't shake back from? But you grade them off of
because Brandon Roy could have been a GOAT.
Grade them off the career that they had, no matter how long, how short. It's gonna be Bron. It's gonna be Bron at the end of the day. He fill up all the stat charts. What you looking at? Stats? You gotta go for stats at the end of the day. You can't be a GOAT and you only got 100 points over your career.
4 and 6. 4 and 6.
What about it? Look, there's rings. What are you talking about game wise?
4 and 6. 4 and 6 in rings.
I mean, if you want to talk rings,
only reason I hate that. No, the only reason why that's what I'm saying. That's why I said you can't call LeBron the GOAT when you got a nigga who played 11 finals and won them.
Right.
Bill Russell won 11 finals.
My criteria is gonna be stats.
Okay.
Scrap the rings. Mine gonna be stats and impact.
You know what? The GOAT is Bam Adebayo.
All right,
no, he had 183-point game. No.
And with that being said, man, it's your boy Coffee Keep Gaming, bro. It's Big Nardo, man, my boy Deezy, man, my boy MA Vibes. We're gonna wrap it up with that one because ain't no way that Bam Adebayo is the GOAT, man. So we're gonna take it on from there, man. We'll see y'all.
We'll throw Patrick Beverly in them.
We'll see y'all next week, bro. Hopefully everything is like we back to normal Episode 69 gone, so ain't no
Hey,
more, no
no.
nasty.
By episode 70, man,
Yeah,
Ennis
man.
Cantor gonna be playing for the WNBA. So
Because they are doing
Hey, that was
transgender
real?
playing sports. Yeah, that was.
yeah, they declaring for the NBA, the WNBA right now.
Joanna, man.
Yeah, bro. It's a
But you know why they doing that though? You know why they
Since we
doing
talking
that?
about timeless movie, hey, nah, fuck that. Joanna Man was before its time. Since we talking about timeless movies,
Because it's a transgender woman playing women's basketball, and she is killing. That person is killing.
real.
That person is killing.
Can't be
bro.
real.
And
I'm
she
talking
looks
about
strong too.
MVP of her league, MVP of the whole something league. Now she talking about she want to go play in WNBA. If she go play in the WNBA, Bron, we going to the WNBA, bro. You got to guard that, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be able to guard her, bro. Nobody gonna be able to guard her.
If I was in the WNBA, it'd be so much nuts to the girl's face. I'd be just dunking on girls for no.
We'll see y'all next week, man.